It's Friday night, and you know what that means. Honda Dealers of the Carolinas Friday Night Rivals, presented by Talk It Out NC. Tonight, a couple of programs with a lot of success in recent years. The Pinecrest Patriots and the Middle Creek Mustangs. Hi again, everybody. Patrick Johnson along with Jay Sunhalter. Welcome into Apex. Big matchup here tonight. As for the Patriots, looking to move to 3-0.
Yeah, they've had an outstanding start, Patrick. 2-0 early on with a big win over Rolesville. They've been playing great on both sides of the ball. On the defensive end, they've created turnovers.
When we're talking about the Ponies, they seemed to get on track last week as they shut out Garner.
Well, in a rivalry game, a lot was on the line. They really came out and established the tempo on the offensive end, mixing in the run and the pass. On the defensive end, they got their shutout.
All right, let's take a look at Sonny's stars to watch. We'll start with the quarterback for the Patriots.
Well, the first thing you think about Brody Karras is his leadership ability. His teammates follow him. He's dangerous with his arm, but he can get outside of the pocket and use his leg to pick up first downs as well. On the other side, Middle Creek has an outstanding defensive back in Grant Gary. He's leading the state in interceptions with 3 early on here in the season. He's a shutdown corner and one of the most athletic guys on the team.
Keys to the game with Jay Sunhalter.
They want to get off to a good start. Slow starts the past 2 ball games and then establishing the running game. For Middle Creek, physical up in the trenches. They want to pound the rock, and then on the back end, their pass defense is a huge key tonight to keep everything in front.
A couple of first-year head coaches matching up here tonight. With more on that, here's Maryland.
This Pinecrest Middle Creek matchup pins 2 first-year, first-time head coaches against one another here tonight. But the similarities between Andre Jacobs and his Mustangs and Bob Curtin with his Patriots is that both head coaches have such familiarity with and passion for these programs that the jobs have felt like home before they were even accepted. They both took the jobs late in the summer, so they kept a lot of things the same in the name of continuity. We'll take a look at the things that have led to success that were continuous, as well as the things that are new for these programs on the field here tonight. Stay with us on My RDC. You're watching Friday Night Rivals. We'll be back with kickoff.
I know it looks like I'm trying to stop this plane, but I'm not. This is a Nissan sales event ad. Don't let that get away. This Rogue has more standard safety features than any car in its class, so you can handle almost anything.
Hurry in and save up to $52.62 on select models.
Better hurry before these deals take off.
Don't risk your future. Don't settle for less. If you've been hurt on the job, call the Workers' Compensation Specialists at the law offices of James Scott Farron right now.
If you are even considering replacing your shower or bath this year, you need to give the experts at West Shore Home a call today. They are running their biggest sale of the season on all shower and bath remodels with their Labor Day Savings event. Choose from hundreds of styles and designs to find the perfect shower or bath for your home. Looking for a safety upgrade with an easy step-in shower? They've got you covered with tons of options and accessories such as grab bars and built-in bench options. Or maybe you're looking for a deep, luxurious tub to relax in. They've got those too. Right now, get free installation on all shower and bath projects, plus no payments and no interest for 18 months. See why more than 100,000 homeowners have chosen West Shore Home for their remodeling project. It is the easiest way to remodel your shower or bath, period. Call the number on your screen right now to get these exclusive Labor Day savings. That's free installation on all projects and special financing for 18 months, no payments and no interest. This offer is too good to pass up, so call West Shore Home now.
When your family gathers around a shakaroni from Papa John's, you're sharing more than extra cheese and pepperoni. You're sharing scholarships, meals, and laughter. Because $1 from every shakaroni goes to charity. That's pizza with a purpose.
In Apex tonight, it is Friday Night Rivals from Mustang Stadium. We're at the Creek. Pinecrest coming a calling tonight. Thanks for being with us here. And thank you to the United States Marine Corps for tonight's coin toss. The few, the proud, the Marines. Contact your local recruiter today. So the Mustangs will get their hands on the football first after Pinecrest won the toss and deferred to the second half. Chad Kearns back in the lineup at quarterback after missing last week's game. He has a big arm at quarterback.
He's an all-conference performer last season. He's an accurate thrower with that strong arm. He can sit in the pocket and really read defenses at a high level. So it's good for the Mustangs to have him back, especially in the passing game.
And when you talk about defensive efforts, look at Pinecrest there. They also put the goose egg on the board last week.
They got pressure. They got turnovers. They were solid tackling. Coach Curtin from Pinecrest was so pleased with the effort on that side of the ball. And in order to win championships, you've got to rely on your defense. And early on this season, the defense for Pinecrest has been outstanding.
So back to receive the opening kickoff will be Michael Beatty and Will Rudisil. And here come the Patriots. It'll be Braden Cole, rather, with the kickoff here tonight. And our kickoff for Open Door, the new way to sell your home. Absolutely gorgeous night for football, Jay, and perfect weather after the sweltering conditions last week.
Well, great weather. The biggest thing is no humidity. Perfect 77 degrees. And again, the key here is a slight breeze, humidity's down, so perfect weather. And, you know, this is a game, when you look at this schedule, a huge matchup early on the season. Both teams really playing at a high level, especially Middle Creek last week, kind of finding their groove. But this is an important matchup for both sides.
Well, the Patriots are in the midst of an absolutely brutal 5-game stretch to open the year. Anson County wasn't much competition for them last week, but they opened against Roseville and then have Grimsley next week and then open conference play against Richmond County. Wow. That Sandhills Conference, even though it's a split 3A, 4A this year, is no joke again. So the Patriots, and we get underway. It'll be into the end zone, and we'll start from the 20-yard line. So Middle Creek will come out with Chad Kearns at quarterback. Big spring. He was an all-conference performer with over 1,800 yards. 6'4", 190-pound senior. Big arm, Jay. They want to run the football more, but that also could mean more opportunities through the air for Kearns.
The biggest thing is just to have balance on the offensive end, and if you can get the linebacker sucking up on the running gaps, that's going to allow the middle of the field to be wide open for Kearns to attack.
So Kearns out of the gun with Tate Jones, the lacrosse player, one of the top ones in the nation, bound for Ohio State, and he'll get wrapped up on the first play and dropped, hit by Will Brock. Let's take a look at the Mustangs starting lineups and the lineups for Talk It Out NC. And you look at Kearns, Jones got the football there. Rudisil, their H-back, 3 receivers, and then up front, an offensive line that will have to give Kearns time tonight, and it's going to be a pick on his first throw. It'll be taken to the house for a touchdown. Jaden Baptiste stepped in, intercepted it, took it to the promised land. And that is a Wake Tech touchdown. Lead the way at Wake Tech.
Baptiste, only a sophomore, the outside linebacker, outstanding in coverage, just reading the eyes of Kearns. See him kind of just fall back here, going to the flat area, and then jumping in front of that pass. A good job of just reading the eyes and then making a huge play. And what a start for Pinecrest. Coach Curtin talked to us this week about his team getting off to a good start and his defense standing up.
We have a penalty marker, but less than 30 seconds into the game, a pick 6. Encroachment against Middle Creek penalties have been a little bit of an issue.
Well, early on in the season, you're going to have a lot of issues with penalties, alignments, and just those early game mistakes. But the best teams are the ones that can correct this, especially, and kind of fix that and play a smooth ball game. That's been a focus for both coaching staffs.
The point after kicks have been a little bit of a trouble spot for Cole here in the early season. Let's see if they can have this one knocked down. It's up, right down the middle. A pick 6 to start things here. Pinecrest on the board. We'll see what Middle Creek does. They'll try to get things going when we come back.
We all wear multiple hats. a different hat for every job. At Wake Tech, we have multiple hats too, from welding to construction management to baking to public safety. Wake Tech can help you determine which hat fits you best. Visit Wake Tech online or in person and try one on for size. Wake Tech. Success starts here.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
A pick six, and already the Patriots on the board. They're going to kick the football off again. So Kearns did not play last week. Brandon Ely was in at quarterback. They're back to Kearns this week. And as we get set for this open door kickoff, Jay, we'll see what they decide to do offensively and if they'll change anything. But he just kind of stared down his receiver.
Yeah, he was looking over towards the right side of the field, but it was the coverage of Baptiste just kind of falling back, hiding there, and then jumping in front in the passing lane.
Kickoff for open door to the new way to sell your home. Again, it's Cole who just booted the extra point, and again, it's Cole sending it into the end zone. So Middle Creek will come back out. And let's look at that defense. The pick by Baptiste, the inside linebacker. Will Brock had a play early on. Horton, the nose tackle. And they've got a really solid secondary with the Hartford brothers as well, Jay.
And Harrington, outstanding free safety. Will Brock up front. He's a star defensive end. And this defense, 3-4. So they've got a lot of different blitzing schemes that they like to use. Travis Scales, their defensive coordinator, early on has to be pleased.
Ponies spinning their tires early on. That's a procedure penalty on offense. They've had some struggles here in the first three snaps. A loss. And then the pick six, and before they could get going, a penalty. So that backs them up to the 15-yard line. And let's see what Jesse Willett, their offensive coordinator, who came over with Coach Jacobs from Lee County, comes with. And again, it's Will Brock disrupting things.
Second tackle for loss already here early on. Zone read, and Brock just getting underneath the tackle. A swim move and using his speed to get in the backfield.
A loss of 4. Now second and long. We're not even a minute in. There's Kearns keeping it himself, and Kearns will get spun down up to the 17-yard line. That's going to bring up third and long.
A pretty good job by Kearns right there, reading the coverage, realizing nothing open. He didn't like it, so then he got what he could and made it a little bit more manageable on this third and long, but the offensive line has to protect for Kearns here.
He'll drop. Create a little room for himself. It's complete. And it is not going to be enough for a first down, I don't think. They went to Adam Booker there, the senior, 6'4", 188-pounder.
Booker just hiding on the sidelines. Good job getting behind the coverage, and Kearns rolling out of the pocket, just lofting the ball over Baptiste. Just about a yard short. Let's see here. Possession of the ball, feet in bounds. It's a little bit short.
Pickup of 12. They needed 13. So Matt Cobb is back. Here's the punt. Good punt, a boomer. And it'll bounce and roll inside the 20 and be down at the 17-yard line. Wow. What a fabulous punt that was. That's a 54-yard boot. Earlier, our Marilyn Payne had an opportunity to speak with a very special guest from the United States Marine Corps.
Patrick, thank you. I'm here with Sergeant Bendorf. She's a local U.S. Marines recruiter. Thank you so much for your time with us this evening. Why is it so important for the Marines to be involved with high school football in North Carolina and with us here on Friday Night Rivals?
To support our local communities as well as our future Marines. If you want to reach out to us, our link is Marines/Fellowship 4MCDRAL.
Well, there we have it. That's everything that everyone needs to know. Get involved if you're interested. Patrick, back to you.
Marilyn, thanks a lot. Pinecrest with Najir Seagraves on the first carry. He takes it from the 18 and doesn't get anything. So it'll bring up second down and 10. And one of the defenders sticking their nose in there was, I believe, one of the linebackers, Summers. All right, so second and 10. Brody Karras, the quarterback, 58% through the air this year, and his first completion, but it's going to be for a loss. Back to the 16-yard line.
This defense for Middle Creek is really good with their recognition. They're physical, quick little screen pass to the outside and nowhere to go. Outstanding job of beating the block for the tackle. Middle Creek now, their defense standing up. That was Langston Davis, the junior, coming up with the hit.
The senior Cobb with the reception. So he got to the line of scrimmage with forward progress, so third and 10. And nothing doing up the middle. So it'll be a punt. Nice job to get in there defensively by the Mustangs. And it's a quick 3 and out for the Patriots here. Really nice job by Reed Fallows there.
Yeah, the middle linebacker there just eating it up, beating the block. You see 3 hats from the Mustangs coming over. They're playing team defense right there, getting off the field. Does a nice job of penetration.
Cole handles the punt. Beatty will not have an opportunity to return as that one went off the side of his foot. And they're going to say that it went out of bounds as they walk it back now all the way to the 40-yard line. A break, 7-0 early Patriots.
I know it looks like I'm trying to stop this plane, but I'm not. This is a Nissan sales event ad. Don't let that get away. This Rogue has more standard safety features than any car in its class, so you can handle almost anything.
Hurry in and save up to $52.62 on select models.
Better hurry before these deals take off.
Okay, I need this to be as eye-catching as our new scratch-offs.
Yes, new scratch-offs, new look for your special day. No. No. Next.
Oh, yeah! No? Okay. It feels scratchy, I'm just not sure it says new scratch-offs.
Try those on for size.
Woo! New scratch-offs, meet new kicks. Boom.
Only an 18-yard punt and no quarterback, the original starter for Pinecrest. We talked about him, Brody Karras, in the beginning. So we'll see what that is all about. And it just didn't seem like the Pinecrest offense was as sharp as some of the video we've seen this week, Jay. So that might explain some of that, but certainly the Mustangs fired up here at home defensively.
You can see the intensity that this defense plays with. And Andre Jacobs, their head coach, was a linebacker, star linebacker at the college level, and kind of taking on his identity. And in the past, we've seen Middle Creek teams be really good passing the ball, but their defense wasn't quite up to par. But this year, this is a much improved defense with the offense coming along, and the offensive side, they're trying to mix in more of the run this year to try to establish that balance.
So they're going to go to Tate Jones on the end around. Jones gets strung out and then gang tackled. Able to develop a healthy gain there, though, inside the 35. Jones just kept on running, a lacrosse player who says football's a little easier game than lacrosse, and did a fine job there to get some yardage after he was strung out. So a pickup of 5, and from the 33, second down. This time a keeper by Kearns off the left gap. He'll take the football down to the 30-yard line. Tackle made by Kessler Atkinson.
Zone read right there with Jones. He put the ball right into his lap and then pulled it as Will Brock came up to make the tackle. Kearns just reading it and then taking it by himself.
Whistle. And we have a flag from the far side official. So 3rd and 2 will turn into 3rd down and 7. And a couple of penalties early on Middle Creek. Here's a look at the Middle Creek sideline. Andre Jacobs replacing Randy Ragland as the head coach. He was 58-17 here at Middle Creek. And this time Kearns on that zone read again. But the Patriots were there. They'll bring up 4th down.
Interesting decision coming up here on 4th down, kind of in no man's land. Again, look at the penetration by Pinecrest. I mean, they're just getting into the backfield, beating the blocks. Will Brock again back there. And then the teammates followed it up here. 3 hats coming over. Nowhere to go for Kearns. It looks like the punting unit's coming out on the field.
A really good punt for Hoskins on his first attempt, a 54-yarder. So Cobb will be back there along with Noah Hartford. Hoskins, liner this time, angling it, and a little coffin corner kick gets it down to the 1-yard line. Boy, he couldn't have stuck that one any better, could he? A 34-yard punt down to the 1. Gracious. So it's been a season of slow starts early on for the Patriots. Despite their sterling 2-0 start, they fell behind to Roseville 7-0 and 14-8. They do lead here in this game via the pick 6. But as we approach the midway point on this Friday night rival broadcast in the first quarter, they're coming out on offense again with the backup, Robert Hyder, the senior. And that time, a little bit of a better push for Nazir Seagraves. Let's take a look at the lineup, and you see the change with Hyder at quarterback. He's got some good weapons at his disposal, though, Jay. Our talk it out and see starting lineups for the Patriots.
Well, Dowd and Seagraves are really good in the backfield. That offensive line has done a nice job this season getting pushed up front and really establishing everything for this offense.
So they move the chains to the Patriots, and they'll get the football out across the 15 up to the 17-yard line, a gain of 9. There's a look at the defense. Jay, who do you like on this side of the ball?
Well, Strobush is a huge guy down that defensive line with power and speed up there. He creates havoc in the middle of the defense. Grant Gary in the back end as well. This is a very fast and physical Mustangs crew. Shutout last week against Garner. Andre Jacobs very pleased with how they've been progressing.
These shutouts, Jay, are no small feat. Teams are scoring a lot of points early on here this season.
It seems like most teams don't play defense. So when you find a couple of squads with the Patriots and Mustangs that really focus on that side of the ball, that's why they have such high hopes to go deep into the playoffs, because they know they can rely on their defensive units. There's a lot of talented athletes on that side of the ball for both squads.
It's Hunter Neifert there in the foreground of your screen, one of the receivers for the Patriots. They'll send him in motion now. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Pinecrest. So the 2nd and 9 play in just a bit when we return to live action here out of this timeout, as both sides go to their respective sidelines and huddle. There on the left side of your screen, there he is. He's the interim coach, Bob Curtin. 8 years as an assistant here. He's the wrestling coach. Retired U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel, was serving our nation for 24 years. Real positive leadership personified. And Jay, you love the fact, now you would never have been able to do this as a player, but they practice early in the morning.
6 a.m. practices, which means you're not waking up at 6 a.m. You have to be at the field at 6 a.m. ready to go. So these players are showing discipline, getting up at 4:30 every day going to practice. And he's so impressive. The first word that comes to mind when you think of Bob Curtin is leadership. He's a leader, he's humble, and he's got this program flying high. 2 impressive victories here early on.
Started the 2019 season 5-0, looking to move to 3-0 here tonight. Their offense deep in their own territory here on their second drive. Hyder, a little bubble screen, but it was dropped. Intended for Neifert, the 6'2", 200-pound junior.
We haven't seen Pinecrest take any shots down the field. Short passing game, quick runs. Brody Karras not in the ball game. Again, we'll see how this offense kind of changes up their schemes, but a 3rd and long situation coming up right here. This offensive line has to stay strong and give time to throw.
This one almost intercepted. Nice job to step in and knock the football away there by Josh High.
Look at High right here, just sitting in coverage and jumping in front. Good recognition, jumping in the passing lane. See the Mustangs there. If you don't get to the quarterback, get your hands up. You saw 2 defenders put their arms up to try to knock that ball by Hyder.
It's a much better effort. It'll come down and roll, and it will be downed at the 44-yard line. That'll be a 38-yarder. With an update on Brody Karras, Marilyn Payne.
I've come over to this Pinecrest sideline, and while Brody Karras is here and we watched a number 3 jersey warm up, he is not dressed for this game tonight. So this will be Robert's team moving forward. Number 14 will be your quarterback for the Patriots for the remainder of the game. At least that's the way it looks for this first half. Karras keeping up with the plays from the line of scrimmage along with his coaches tonight, but not in any piece of his uniform right now on the sidelines.
Thanks, Marilyn. Great job to be on top of that there. Here's Kearns going to a second option. Down the sideline. It's caught. It'll be a first down as it's taken into Patriots territory for Middle Creek at the 30-yard line. And it's Tate Jones out of the backfield.
A good job by Kearns extending the play and then just flipping it over the top. Look at him read the left side of the field, come back towards the right, throw it over the top. And Jones doing the rest.
Stay on the ground following the Hall Insurance Company first down, providing quality insurance products to our senior community. Jones back the other way, very little. Pickup of 1, 2nd and 9.
Middle Creek starting to gain some momentum. Their defense, their efforts going over to the offensive side, and you see this offense playing with some more energy.
Kearns got by the initial wave, but hanging on and dragging him down. A nice job by the linebacker, Jalen Morgan. So back to the 30 as they lose a yard, and it'll be 3rd and long. Patriots are going to keep coming at you, Jay.
They are, and they've been doing some slants and some stunts up front to try to confuse the Mustangs offensive line.
Twins for Kearns, the senior, who will drop. Plants. Now he'll scramble. Kearns throwing with a pressure on him, and it's incomplete out on the far side. Kearns was being chased down there by Will Brock, who's been all over the field early defensively for the Patriots. It was intended for Farrer, so Josiah Farrer, the ex-receiver, the senior, couldn't come up with it. So after the pick 6 on the game's inaugural possession, 5 straight punts. Oh, they're going to try a field goal here. Might be mindful of the fake. A 47-yarder for Finn Borer. And it is going to be nowhere near. So a missed field goal from 47 yards. And they'll turn it over on downs. Back to the way of Pinecrest here with 3:16 remaining. Well, Jay, how much, as we look at Andre Jacobs there, the former Big South Defensive Player of the Year at Coastal Carolina, bought a house when he was assistant coach here 2 minutes from campus. He was commuting to Lee County as their defensive coordinator, and of course they went to the title game in 2019. It's about a 40-minute drive. He can walk to work now.
He can walk up here and he doesn't have to sit in traffic anymore. A great job he's done in his past. He was a coach here as well as an assistant in 2013, so an opportunity when this job opened up here in August to come back home. He's brought a lot of energy into the program.
He's been a defensive coordinator at Cleveland, Richmond County, also, as we mentioned, Lee County as well. He's really instrumental in this defense. Kendall Ray's been here 20 years, and they're kind of collaborating on the defensive effort this year. And a nice job to get in there and shoot the gap. Robish coming up with the tackle. And the handoff going to Xavier Dowd.
Strobush was getting blocked as he made that tackle. The USC Upstate baseball commit, a talented football player, one of the anchors on that 3-4 defense.
Xavier Dowd, part of a ground game that has averaged over 250 yards so far through their first couple of contests this year for the Patriots. So the Pats on 2nd and long. And this one's going to be thrown away. Don't know if there was a cross up or maybe that Hyder thought there was some pressure coming that didn't quite get to him. That internal clock may have ticked a little quickly. Neifert was in the vicinity, but some 20 yards away.
Yeah, this is a really good secondary for Middle Creek with Brandon Ely, the talented sophomore basketball star, Langston Davis, Josh High, Grant Gary. This is a really good group on the back end. With the pressure up front, those guys can sit in man-to-man coverage and lock things up.
That was Langston Davis there on your screen a moment ago. Now Dowd on 3rd down and long, and nowhere really for him to go. So 3rd down and long, and it'll be another punt.
This Middle Creek defense is playing fast. Get the penetration again and the hustle. 3, 4, 5 hats coming over to make the tackle. Swarming in packs. Just nowhere to go. In this Pinecrest offense, they're going to have to do something with misdirection screens to slow down the defensive line.
28 yards on his first 2 punts. Good one. He got that one away. It's carrying. Beatty will get away from it at the 40. And it'll roll back to the 31-yard line. That's going to be a 50-yard punt. Jay, that's the old Harold Robinson, the longtime Williamston coach, says never let that punt hit the ground. It's going to cost you yardage, and it did there.
Coach Robinson's a wise man, and what he says is true. You've got to catch that ball. You cannot allow it to hit the ground because then you give up extra yardage. If you can catch it, you've got to go and fair catch it and stop the ball right there.
Gorgeous night here from Apex. Patrick Johnson, Jay Sonalder, Marilyn Payne, our entire crew. Friday Night Rivals. And here tonight, Honda Dealers of the Carolinas, FNR, presented by Talk It Out NC. So from their own 31, Middle Creek will operate. Kearns guns it downfield, and it's almost intercepted again. And a little bit of jawing back and forth between both sides. That was Rudisil. It was intended for Rudisil. And he got bowed over there accidentally by Short. Came up and took exception.
When Adam Booker was going deep and Kearns initially looking for him, there's safety help over the top, so he went underneath. A dangerous throw. Good job by Riddis, at least knocking that down.
Hartford almost had the 2nd pick of the night for this defensive unit. That's +7 on the turnover margin coming in. Nice job by Jones to stiff arm the initial defender, but they floated the football so well. And for Tate Jones, who's a great athlete, no gain. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Both offenses right now just having trouble figuring out the schemes of the defensive fronts, trying to slow them down. But Middle Creek, again, the key is to hold up front.
Kearns goes quickly, and it's almost picked off for a 3rd time in this game, or a 2nd time in this game almost picked off. Booker was the intended receiver. And that was Baptiste, who had the pick 6 earlier.
Look at him again, sitting in coverage, just falling back in the flat area, and almost brought down another.
Baptiste knew he had one. It's going to be a holding penalty, but it will be declined. So Kearns, who's had some time, maybe taking a tick too quick in his delivery there. But it'll be 4th down and 10, and it's another 3 and out. This is a good one that'll
go back, and it'll bounce down at the 22-yard line, a 47-yard effort. That was a great punt, and it wasn't even his longest one of the night. What an evening so far for David Haskins. So we're inside of a minute. And already the 9th possession between these two teams early on.
Well, Hoskins has been one of the stars of the game with his ability to flip the field position.
Yes.
And Pinecrest, other than the interception for a touchdown, they've been starting either on their own goal line or here, right around the 22-yard line. So they've had a long field to go because of Hoskins' punting ability.
Middle Creek lost their first game of the year by 7. Oh, a ball on the turf. Tried to run a little bit of a wildcat with Cobb. Somebody zigged when they should have zagged.
Samet Cobb, a talented running back, receiver right here. Just some miscommunication in the backfield. And lucky Middle Creek wasn't able to jump on this.
They lose it back to the 17, so a loss of 5. Trips to the right. Hyder gives it up the middle. And that might be the final play of this first quarter. Seagraves carried it out to the 20. Strobush there defensively. And it'll be 3rd down when we return for the Patriots. Field position game early on. The only score, a defensive one. Friday night rivals, the Honda dealers of the Carolinas, FNR, and it's presented by Talk It Out NC. 1 quarter in the books. We'll be back.
The city.
July in New York, the killing gets easy.
The suspects.
Here, let me help you focus. We're gonna get you.
The cases.
Second shot is a message.
Every crime has a story.
I did it!
Justice is in order.
Drop that gun!
Law and Order: Criminal Intent.
This is a show where every word counts.
Wild dog.
Weeknights at 11 on MyRDC 28.
When your family gathers around a shakaroni from Papa John's, you're sharing more than extra cheese and pepperoni. You're sharing scholarships, meals, and laughter. Because $1 from every shakaroni goes to charity. That's pizza with a purpose.
ECPI is really a great option for someone who wants to earn their degree fast and kind of skip the 4-year approach so they can get into the workforce quickly.
Take control of your career. Earn your bachelor's in just 2.5 years at ECPI University.
ECPI was really career focused. They give you the skills you need to excel.
Career-focused programs for career-focused people.
Now I'm a systems specialist for the government.
Take your career off pause. Get started today at ECPI University.
Sleep better, save money during the Rooms to Go Labor Day mattress sale. Bring home the Tempur-Pedic mattress you've been dreaming of starting at $24 a month, interest-free for 88 months. Plus, get 2 free Tempur-Adapt cloud pillows to help you wake up even more refreshed. And it gets better. Change the way you sleep forever with the comfort of a Tempur-Pedic Smart Base. Now at Rooms to Go. Don't wait. Get a Tempur-Pedic mattress and 2 free Tempur-Adapt cloud pillows just $24 a month, interest-free for 88 months during the Rooms to Go Labor Day mattress sale.
When your family gathers around a shakaroni from Papa John's, you're sharing more than extra cheese and pepperoni. You're sharing scholarships, meals, and laughter. Because $1 from every shakaroni goes to charity. That's pizza with a purpose.
Patriots are without their starting quarterback tonight. They got on the board on the second snap of the game with an interception, returned 23 yards for a score. Their offense, Jay, has been unable to get out of neutral, and they're facing a 3rd and long deep in their own territory.
Well, they've got to be careful here. This Mill Creek defense has been so good getting pressure. With the quarterback situation with Karras out of the ball game, Pinecrest here, they've got to find a way to pick it up. But for the rest of this ball game, how are they going to get first downs? How are they going to get points? They've got to find an identity.
Hyder looks right, throws left, and just overshoots his intended target down the sideline. That'll bring up 4th down. Middle Creek, impressive defensively. Maryland Payne with more on that side of the ball.
Jay just mentioned it, and he's exactly right. This Middle Creek defense proud of its pressure no matter who's at quarterback for Pinecrest tonight. Andre Jacobs congratulating his defense at the quarter break for the way that it responded to seeing a backup quarterback, and then Samet Cobb there trying to run the Wildcat. He felt really good about the way that his defense responded to those unexpected scenarios. They are proud of themselves right now, down just 7. That too courtesy of defense from the other side.
Well, the punters have had a little bit of a say in this as well with the field position. That one is boomed down to the 21. That's a 59-yarder. Wow.
Well, it's not only the distance, but it's the hang time. I mean, these are moonshots. Both punters really helping out their team. Special teams, that third phase of the ball game. Usually you see, especially early on, the teams that make the fewest mistakes, fewest penalties, and play the best special teams are the ones that win and have winning records. So both sides really excelling in that third phase of the ball game.
We're going to spot it at the 22, so officially a 58-yard punt. But you're right, Jay. It's not just the distance, but the hang time. Ball on the turf, but able to dive back on it is Kearns. Or make it Tate Jones.
Let's see here, zone read was coming up, and Kearns just couldn't hold on to the ball high. And for Jones, he recognized it, jumped right on it.
Kearns, that one's low, incomplete. 3rd down and long. Intended for Farrer. Jay, what's interesting, Andre Jacobs, when we talked to him earlier in the week, talked about running the football, and they've gone to the air quite a lot here.
Yeah, they've been predominantly in 4 wide receiver set, 10 personnel.
Over the middle, and the receiver springing for a 1st down, and some more across the 40, out to the 41-yard line. Big reception and a burst of emotion for David Hoskins, who's starred on special teams tonight.
A 6'1", 230. Look at how physical Hoskins is over the middle. He knew he was going to get hit. He just threw guys off of him. 4 or 5 Pinecrest defenders coming over to bring him down.
21 yards, a Wake Tech 1st down underneath. Kearns makes it 2 in a row. Nice catch made in traffic. This time he goes to his receiver underneath, the junior Rudisil.
And that was the first explosive play for this offense by Hoskins. And now you see the energy, Middle Creek playing up tempo.
Kearns keeps it. And he'll scamper for a 1st down on 2nd and 3. And he gets into Patriots territory. For the first time tonight, we've had a team cross midfield.
Yeah, and this offense now, you just kind of see it staying low, playing with leverage, more confidence now after that big play. And across midfield, we'll see Middle Creek takes a shot.
The Creek with a 1st down lead the way at Wake Tech. On the ground quickly as they pick up tempo. Carrying defenders. Tate Jones down to the 38 and a gain of 11. Back-to-back 1st downs.
On this offensive line now, getting to the 2nd level, that's what will allow Jones to break free through the offensive line.
Oh, ball on the turf. Did the Patriots get there, or did Kearns pounce back on it? Who will the tie go to? And it's going to be Patriots football. Kearns saying that he came up with it. But Pinecrest gets their 2nd turnover.
The zone read is so tough right there with the ball going in the lap of Jones. Then Kearns pulled it. Just the ball handling issue, and that ball squirted out. We'll see here. It looks like, boy, that's tough. Look like Pinecrest just wrestled it away, but the name of the game is turnovers. The #1 key in every ball game is who's going to win the turnover battle. Right now, the Patriots have created 2 turnovers.
Daniel DeBose, the senior backup, coming up with the fumble recovery. Back to the line of scrimmage is Hyder.
And right now for the Middle Creek defense, until Pinecrest attacks your secondary, you just want to load things up, blitz up front, leave your corners on an island, bring the safeties up, which is what Kendall Ray and Andre Jacobs is doing right now. Right now on the outside, they're locking down their wide receivers and just loading things up.
Having Kendall Ray here, some steadiness for this defense. He's been involved in this school since it opened. That's Hyder keeping it himself. Jay, when you have a new head coach, it is important to sometimes retain guys from the prior staff. That's what Coach Jacobs did with Coach Ray.
Well, he's a guy that's so respected, knows these kids, has relationships with them. And for Jacobs coming in here during the first week of practice, he's brought that pedigree, that energy, but also he's relied on Kendall Ray, getting him kind of in tune with these players and quickly developing relationships.
First time across midfield tonight for the Patriots. They will hand it off, and around the outside goes Xavier Dowd. And Dowd will be halted, but not before he gets a first down. He totes the pigskin down to the 37-yard line. That's going to be a 12-yard gain, and a Wake Tech first down for the Patriots. Lead the way at Wake Tech.
And Dowd has great speed, and with the Mustangs loading things up in the middle, that's going to be the key is for Pinecrest to get to the outside. They've got to rely on their wide receivers blocking, but if they can get to the edge, they'll have an advantage.
Hyder out of the gun. Toss to Dowd. Starts right, cuts left. Big collision, but he's able to get positive yardage. Pickup of 2.
Greg Reiner, Rawson Barber on that right side of the offensive line. Those two guys really leading the way, getting push up front, and a positive start on first down.
Stay tuned for the MySpotNC.gov halftime report. We'll have this week's Riddle and Brantley Scholar Athletes, participating interviews with the principals from both schools, highlights from across the country, and more, as it'll be a turnover here. So a quick reminder, don't wait to vaccinate. Find a 19 vaccine location near you at MySpotNC.gov. They'll have our halftime show. Jay, another fumble.
Ball handling issues on both sides. Starting to flare up here now. This Middle Creek defense getting a turnover of their own, and interesting there. Bob Curtin talked to us about running tackle over plays. They loaded the left side of the offensive line on that play with Rawson Barber going over to that side, but they couldn't execute it there. And now Middle Creek gets the ball back.
They'll stay on the ground. Tough run inside for Tate Jones, who gives a love tap to his right guard, Michael Harrell, the 6'3", 265-pound junior Big Ugly, provided a pathway for him and got him 7.
Let's see if the Mustangs go back to up-tempo here on that last drive. When they're having success, they're playing fast.
Check it, he got him 3, and it's 2nd and 7. And somebody's helmet came off. It's Tate Jones. So you get a good look at Tate as they help him up. He's bound for Ohio State playing lacrosse. Number 4 position nationally. He's the number 4 player at his position nationally. Third down, they're going for it in a hurry here on 3rd down and 5. It is caught underneath, springing free at midfield. The Mustangs get a first down. It's Hoskins.
He's been a star here early on with his punting ability, and again, going over the middle. See him just kind of sit in the hole, find the eyes of Kearns, and then just create havoc with the ball in his hands. Guys just bouncing off him to get another first down.
To the Patriots 43 for Wake Tech. Lead the way at Wake Tech on the first down there. And a good surge on 1st and 10. And that'll be Kearns on the keeper.
I'll tell you, Kearns known for his strong arm, but I've been impressed with his legs. Not a lot of room to operate. He's found a way to wiggle and pick up extra yardage.
2nd and 6. Kearns chased, throws it underneath. It's incomplete. He wanted to get it to Adam Booker, and it was Big Cam Horton, I should say, chasing him down there, 42.
And Horton, the interior of this defense, one of the leaders. A really good job seeing the eyes of Kearns following him and then making the play. And he's 6'2", 294. He's really good in run support, but look at his speed and quickness up front.
3rd down, 6th play of the drive. And very little there. Michael Beatty, I think, went behind the back with the football, didn't he?
He did. That was a basketball.
It was. Let's take a look. Here we go. And
it takes.
Yeah, we got a hand on it. And now 4th down and 6. Kearns gets the shotgun snap. Kearns Running, Kearns, a sidestep, Kearns, and a third effort. Does he have the first down? It's going to be close. And those tackle Horton finally chased him down, and a gain of 7 to the 31. It is a Wake Tech first down. Now Jones back in the game, and Jones, as they go quickly, dances his way inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that was a heck of an effort by Kearns picking that up. It looked like he was going to get tackled 3 or 4 yards short. He continued to fight. The offensive line pushed. Now if I'm Middle Creek, I'm going to take a shot, test the secondary of Pinecrest.
Here's a throw, and it will be caught out at the 30-yard line.
And they've had success with Hoskins over the middle, and they're attacking the perimeter, the pass to the outside, but they found that open hole, especially here on 3rd and 9. I look towards Hoskins. It's up at the top of the screen in the slot, number 15.
Kearns rolling that way, moving the pocket, gets it underneath, and it's going to be a first down to the 20-yard line, and it is Hoskins again. Good call, Jay.
He was there in the slot. He ran a little up and out route. There's a sprint out. Good job by Middle Creek. Jason Willicks, the offensive coordinator, getting Kearns out on the run.
2nd and 10 after the Wake Tech first down. Lead the way with Wake Tech for Middle Creek, and it's going to be some yardage for Kearns. And we have a timeout taken by Pinecrest here, as the drive now in double digits for Middle Creek as they're trying to knot this thing up. 5 minutes to go on our Friday Night Rivals telecast from April.
I know it looks like I'm trying to stop this plane, but I'm not. This is a Nissan sales event ad. Don't let that get away. This Rogue has more standard safety features than any car in its class, so you can handle almost anything.
Hurry in and save up to $52.62 on select models.
Better hurry before these deals take off.
At Badcock Home Furniture and More, we know what it means to find the perfect fit. The feeling of surprise. That just right moment of delight. It's what we see every time a family finds their priced right style and snuggle perfect comfort. Because for us, home isn't simply where you live, it's how you live. Badcock Home Furniture and More. Just right.
Mustangs are inside the CPI security red zone. CPI protecting the Southeast for more than 25 years. 2nd and 3 with a little over 5 minutes to go here in the half. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and short with a pickup by Jones to the 11. Well, no gain, so 3rd down and 2 here. They'll go up the middle, and the defense was there again. Kessler Atkinson leading the way. Kearns keeps it. Atkinson shoots the gap, brings him down.
Yeah, he just flew into the backfield, really untouched. You see the emotion, a big play coming up here on 4th down. And Hoskins, the top of the screen in the slot.
13th play of the drive that started 4 minutes ago for the end zone. It is dislodged, and it will be incomplete. Hoskins had it at the 5, and it was poked away.
Kearns just threw the ball over the top. Wait for Hoskins to get to the 2nd level of the zone defense. As he caught it, he got hit. A good job by Pinecrest, just wrapping him up to knock that ball loose.
So Pinecrest from their own 13, they bow their necks. The ball dislodged there defensively. A nice job. Hoskins had enough for the first down. So now here's Cobb again on the wild Patriot formation, and he will lose yardage. might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Couple of defenders there. Owen Schmitz, also Martin Smith up front. Couple of defensive linemen. No gain from the 13.
For Middle Creek right now, again, you look at their safeties. They're playing so close to the line of scrimmage. Brandon Neely about 7 yards back.
And shooting the gap, pressure. Tackled. And that is one of their great stars up front. Strobush.
6'4", 250 pounds, playing with emotion.
Mustangs defensively trying to make a stand here. 3rd and long for Pinecrest when we return.
We all wear multiple hats, a different hat for every job. At Wake Tech, we have multiple hats too, from welding to construction management to baking to public safety. Wake Tech can help you determine which hat fits you best. Visit Wake Tech online or in person and try one on for size. Wake Tech. Success starts here.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
Middle Creek defensively tonight, so far keeping the Pinecrest offense, which has averaged a gaudy 44 points per game through the first 2 contests, out of the end zone. The only score, a defensive score, on the game's second play from scrimmage. 3rd down and a dozen. Pinecrest from their own 11. Hyder motions a receiver away. They swing it there, but the Mustangs had it sniffed out. And they knocked it away. They wanted Seagraves. A nice job defensively by the Mustangs. And that was Reed Fallows there. So it's going to be another punt here for Pinecrest. His 6th punt of this first half. Got it away. It'll roll. Beatty won't have a play. And he knocks it out to the 48. So that's a 41-yard punt. Well, during the 4th quarter of tonight's game, we'll be selecting the West Shore Home Player of the Game. West Shore Home. Convert your old bathtub into a modern and spacious walk-in shower in just one day. Jay, Middle Creek has had success tonight at times moving the football, but it just seems like one thing may go wrong and it throws them off a little bit. But by and large, they've been pretty well on schedule the last couple of drives.
Yeah, they've taken control of the ball game in the second quarter here. They just haven't executed on those critical downs, but they're starting to gain some momentum here, especially on the offensive end.
Kern wanted Booker, incomplete. Here's a look at the senior, Adam Booker. Here's a look at Kearns. Chad Kearns did not play last week. It was Ely in the game instead, who's a great basketball player. Started as a freshman here at Middle Creek, was one of the top scorers in the state. But Kearns, he had a sensational spring throwing the football on 2nd and 10. Will keep it this time. And Kearns invades Patriot territory. A pickup of 3 to the 49.
And the goal for the Mustangs here is to score a touchdown, but use this clock. Right here again, that zone read with Jones and Kearns. Both those guys have such talented running ability, puts the defensive ends in a predicament with that ball handling, with Kearns pulling it there on that carry.
Mustangs ran for 275 yards against Garner, and they attempted it on the ground over 50 times. That's going to be a first down run up the hash for Kearns. Nice job there. Block brought him down, but he's able to pick up 10 as Kearns for a first down. That is brought to you by Wake Tech. Lead the way at Wake Tech. Quick hitter after they pick up the first down. This time the Patriots able to corral Tate Jones. Jones had 136 yards rushing and a couple of scores back in the spring. There's a look at Coach Willett, the offensive coordinator. 2nd and 10. Here comes a flag. And we'll see what this is about. It'll be movement, it appears, on the Mustangs. So that was a substitution penalty. And Patriots take a timeout. Well, earlier this evening, our Marilyn Payne had an opportunity to talk with the Teen Advisory Council for COVID-19.
Patrick, thanks so much. I'm here with two representatives from the COVID-19 Teen Advisory Council here in Wake County. Will you both introduce yourself to the people at home?
Yeah, my name is Sanvi Surganidi, and I'm a junior at Enloe.
My name is Ria Shah, and I'm a freshman at Enloe High School.
We've got two great Enloe representatives. It's incredible with what you're involved with in terms of supporting your community and how important this is. Why did you get involved, and how can people go get their vaccine?
I got involved because in America we're really lucky that anyone 12 and up can get the vaccine if they want it. It's super easy, and all you have to do is walk in.
Okay, so we just got to walk in, but if people need information on how to get a location set up or want to learn more about the vaccine, where can they go as a resource?
Yeah, wakegov.com/vaccine is an amazing place to find all your locations to get your vaccines.
There it is, everything you need to know if you're looking for information on getting your COVID-19 vaccine. Our two student representatives from the COVID-19 Teen Advisory Council here in Wake County. Patrick, back to you in the booth.
Marilyn, thanks a lot. Hey, coming up, it's our halftime report, the myspotnc.gov halftime report. We'll have this week's Riddle and Brantley Scholar athletes. We'll hear from the principals at both schools, and also highlights from across the Fruited Plain and more. Don't wait to vaccinate. Find a COVID-19 vaccine location near you at myspotnc.gov. Mustangs on 3rd down. Or make that 2nd down, now 3rd down upcoming. A pickup of about 3. Kind of 3rd and a long 2, maybe. 3rd and 3 upcoming here. But the ball will be spotted just outside the 30-yard line at the 32. And now it looks like that the officials are going to take a timeout. So Jay, an official timeout. And got an injured player out on the field. Well, this Middle Creek offense that's Matthew Fancher limping off. Marilyn Payne with more on the Middle Creek offense, looking for the end zone in this one as you see Fancher there. Marilyn, what do you have?
Jay, Patrick, we've mentioned Jason Willicks's name multiple times on this broadcast, but his name was the first name that Andre Jacobs named to his athletic director in his interview. He said, if I come, he has to come too because of his dedication to running the football. He said, we need to be physical. 53 carries for 275 rushing yards last week, trying to replicate that here tonight to get into the end zone.
Go on the ground this time. Tate Jones running between the tackles. first down as he takes it to the 26.
So Shad Devon up front. Nice job clearing the path. And Jones starting to get into a groove right now, following his offensive line as we near the 1 minute mark.
Wake Tech first down. And here's Kearns. Receiver caught at the 15. Out inside the 10. Nicely done. And again, it's David Hoskins.
Once Hoskins catches the ball, he's looking to dish out punishment. It's good to see these guys connecting here again. And look at him here, just shoving guys out of the way. This offense rolling.
First and goal from the 6. Are they going to get in? Yes, they will. It'll be a touchdown for Middle Creek. A Wake Tech touchdown for the Mustangs. Lead the way at Wake Tech.
Here it is, Jones going right up the middle, and then with the cut to the left side. And following the blocks, then just running over defender, showing off the power. What a huge conversion for the touchdown as we get towards the halftime break. The Mustangs have all the energy, all the momentum on their side.
Bohr has been perfect on his point after tries this season. And the officials blowing the whistle here. So the stoppage in play, and we're perhaps an extra point away from being tied up here as the Mustangs cap a drive that started after they got a 3 and out. They turned it over on downs. And then a 3 and out, they held Pinecrest, punted it out to the 48, but a 52-yard drive in 8 plays. And we're going to be tied up nearly here. That's Baptiste, who comes off. Will shake it up. He had the pick 6 for the game's first score. So the water bucket formation. And now they will motion over for the extra point. The kick is good. We're tied at 7. Jay, a really nice drive that went over 2.5 minutes.
Oh, they did a good job mixing in the run and the pass, and this is the balance Middle Creek was looking for. And Jason Wilkes coming in, using that zone read on that last touchdown run. That was just a zone run right up the middle, but then you saw the diversity with this offense, with the side screens, the passing over the middle to Hoskins. Kearns is really starting to feel comfortable reading the field. And he's really distributing the ball out to getting everybody involved, and Jones has been outstanding on the ground.
So Tate Jones with the 6-yard plunge. We're tied up. It's been a good one here tonight on our Honda Dealers of the Carolinas Friday Night Rivals broadcast. Of course, it's presented by Talk It Out NC. We'll have an interesting one next week. We'll be back at Millbrook as they will host Broughton, and the open door kickoff about to get uncorked here. Open Door, the new way to sell your home. So Toe will meet Leather here for Bohr, who had the extra point. Dowd and Cobb are back. But we have a whistle and we have a penalty marker. Officials communicating with one another, earpieces and microphones. They're going to wave the flag off, it appears. All right, so another crack, a mulligan here for this open door kickoff. Nothing wrong with that, right?
No, we all have a mulligan.
Well, everybody needs one, Jay.
Or a couple.
Yeah, indeed. One aside, right? Angled kick. It'll bounce. Dowd runs away from the crowd. And a big collision. Dowd knocked down at the 18-yard line.
If I'm Pinecrest here, you just got to get to the halftime break and get out of here. And you see the special teams hustle by Middle Creek. Multiple guys going over for the tackle, but they've got to find a way to get something going on the offensive end. Get your head coaches, your assistant coaches, everybody together at the halftime break. Figure out what your identity is going to be, then try to execute here in the second half, because right now their offense just isn't playing up to their normal standard.
Well, that was Grant Gary on the tackle. We highlighted him early on in our Sunny Spotlight, but Brody Karras was also highlighted, the senior quarterback. Perhaps an injury from the first game of the year lingering over. Got through it last week in the blowout against Anson County. But here they're going to take a knee. Well, Pinecrest, they'll have the football to start the second half, so their offense has not gotten on the board. Their defense finally broke after bending quite a bit in that first half. They got things going with the pick six. Mustangs have had the stick-to-itiveness tonight. They've stayed true to what they want to do on offense. The defense has helped them, and they are headed into halftime. Tied here at home against the Patriots, trying to win 2 in a row are the Mustangs. And a really spirited first half between both sides.
Yeah, both sides playing physical. This has been a defensive battle. Which offense is going to gain the consistency here in the second half and protect the football is going to be the huge key.
Marilyn Payne catching up with the head coach of the Mustangs, Andre Jacobs. So we'll go to Marilyn here in just a second, and she is standing by. There she is right now with Coach Jacobs. Marilyn, it's all yours.
Andre, what did you see your offense do that enabled it to catch some rhythm and then, of course, eventually get across the goal line?
We just got to believe in the play calling, get some blocks. They do a really good job up front by penetrating on the defensive line. So we really had to step down and take that gaps away inside. And also our speed, our tempo. Our tempo is really what pushes us to go fast. And you see we got one flag with them trying to make a substitution on the field. So we got to keep pushing our tempo against these guys.
Now, defensively, you've kept the Pinecrest offense completely out of the end zone. What has your defensive unit done well to make that happen?
We knew coming in the game we had to come out and match their physicality. They're a very physical football team. They're a very disciplined football team. For us to be able to play and compete with these guys, we had to come out and match their level of physicality. And I thought our guys did an okay job with it in the first half. We still got to play better defense. Against a team like this, they're never down, they're never out. We got to keep playing defense.
7-7, what is the message to your team at the half?
Finish. We got to come back out. We got to match their physicality again. They're a great football team. They play in a great conference. They play great teams. We have to come out and play our level of football and be physical with these guys and let them know that we can play with them.
I'll let you go tell them just that. Thank you for your time. Patrick, back to you.
I want to switch to decaf for Coach Jacobs there on game days. Fired up. I like it. 7-7, his team getting a tying score in the final moment of the first half. Stay tuned. We'll have our halftime show for you.
What does CVS stand for?
Condoms, Viagra, and snacks.
Funny you should ask. Weeknights starting at 10 on MyRDC 28.
This is a show where every word counts. Wild dog.
Weeknights at 11 on MyRDC 28.
1, 2, 3.
You got arrested?
Oh no.
Choked on that one.
The sound of justice. Hot bench.
It's time.
The Rooms to Go Kids Back to School sale ends Monday. Hurry in for kids' beds big on style and function, starting at $277. Save big on bunks and lofts with built-in desks. Choose other awesome beds for $577. Bookcase beds with great storage at low sale prices. Buy a room, get a bonus desk for $129. Save on the perfect chill space, workspace, or fun space at the Rooms to Go Kids Back to School sale through Monday, Labor Day.
If there's ever a summer to get away, this is it. And the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event is here to make it happen. Secure your deal and head to your Hyundai dealer today, where new vehicles are arriving daily. And get away with summer-only savings on all models. This is your summer to get away with it all. Hey, it's your journey. Own it.
Now, get 1.9% APR for 60 months on the Tucson, or lease for just $269 a month. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
We really are worried that this Delta variant is going to find everyone who's not protected.
The fact that this is more infectious, causing worse outcomes, and spreading like wildfire in the United States, I don't believe this is a wait-and-see period. It's a time to really roll those sleeves up and get those shots.
There are more people dying this week than there was last week. Our rates of hospitalizations are going up. The people that are losing their lives are the people that are unvaccinated.
Visit myspot.nc.gov today. A message from NCDHHS.
Welcome back here to Middle Creek High School. It's a tie ball game on Friday Night Rivals here on my RDC. Pinecrest and the Middle Creek Mustangs knotted at 7-7. This is the myspotnc.com halftime report. We are featuring now our two Riddle and Brantley Scholar athletes. They are being represented and presented their awards tonight by Scott Scurfield.
Riddle and Brantley is proud to present the Friday Night Rivals Riddle and Brantley Scholar Athlete of the Week. From Pinecrest High School, the Riddle and Brantley Scholar Athlete of the Week is Samet Cobb. Samet is a first-generation American citizen of Turkish immigrants, is a standout in football and track, the captain of the football team, and carries a 4.0 GPA. Samet also participates in community service through Young Life and other faith-based groups. From Middle Creek High School, the Riddle and Brantley Scholar Athlete of the Week is Adam Booker. Adam is a 3-year varsity football letterman, a varsity baseball standout, a member of the National Honor Society, and carries a 4.48 GPA. Adam volunteers as a youth sports referee, math tutor, teacher assistant, and volunteers with Miracle League.
Riddle and Brantley is proud to be a sponsor of the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Congratulations to these All-Stars, and good luck on your eligibility for a $5,000 scholarship at the end of the season.
Riddle and Brantley. Injured in an accident? Call Riddle and Brantley when justice counts.
Billy and Smet, as well as other nominated All-Stars throughout this season, are eligible for a $5,000 scholarship presented by Riddle and Brantley. Riddle and Brantley, injured in an accident? Call them when justice counts. Now, I'm joined right now by our two assistant principals here at Middle Creek High School, Laura McGrunigle as well as Billy Shipp. Thank you both for taking the time to come down and represent your high school with me. I'm really excited to talk to you about what the experience has been like getting students and teachers and all of your faculty and staff back in the classroom at Middle Creek. What were your initial impressions now a couple weeks in?
We are so excited to have everyone back. Students are learning in the classroom, activities are happening, hands-on activities, students are able to work in small groups. It's been a great 2 weeks at Middle Creek. I think the overall theme has just been excitement and glad to all be back.
Well, we can certainly hear it here. Is there one moment that summarizes the excitement that you felt so far?
Well, I think just the Creek Crazies being here tonight, like seeing all the students be excited and, you know, high school football on a Friday night, a beautiful night like tonight. We're really excited to have Coach Jacobs back. He lives in our community and has been here previously, and so we're glad to have his leadership on the football field.
We're seeing it for sure. Thank you both for your leadership for Middle Creek High School and for spending some time with us tonight here on Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us on My RDC. We'll be back with more after the break.
Wake up with Hardee's.
You can have candy for breakfast.
Wait, what?
Because you are an adult.
Sure am. New $3 French toast dips. Sweeten up your morning at Hardee's.
Who's gonna tell you no?
Order ahead online.
ECPI University nursing graduate, Ty.
I was told that I had a confidence where people thought I had
done this before. I gained that from the experience that I got here at ECPI.
Our technology-based hands-on labs and engaging simulations help you gain the confidence you need to enter the field of nursing.
ECPI is producing great nurses. I definitely saw success in this program.
Take your career off pause and pursue your new future in nursing at ECPI University.
It's time! The Rooms to Go Kids Back to School sale ends Monday. Hurry in for kids' beds big on style and function, starting at $277. Save big on bunks and lofts with built-in desks. Choose other awesome beds for $577. Bookcase beds with great storage at low sale prices. Buy a room, get a bonus desk for $129. Save on the perfect chill space, workspace, or fun space at the Rooms to Go Kids Back to School sale through Monday, Labor Day.
Imagine being connected to and securing your entire home with a simple touch or command of your voice. Or detect an intruder before they get in. The technology connected to your home can do more than just alert you, because the most experienced team in smart security has got your back.
CPI Security. Identify yourself.
Get 40% off CPI's Essentials Plus Smart Security System and a Video Doorbell Pro free. CPI, the leader in smart home security.
Wake up with Hardee's. $2 sausage biscuit, $4 breakfast platter. But wait, new $3 French toast dips make the most important meal of the day more fun. Hardee's new $3 French toast dips, the sweet one on the 2-3 more breakfast menu. Order ahead online.
Welcome back to Mustang Stadium. The Middle Creek Mustangs and the Pinecrest Patriots battling it out tonight on Friday Night Rivals. It is 7-7 here at halftime, and this is the myspot.nc.gov halftime show. I'm joined now by Pinecrest Principal Stephanie Phillips. I'm so excited to talk to you. We are really seeing your football team out there on the field, gritting it out tonight. What types of other athletic opportunities do you guys offer at Pinecrest?
We offer a lot of sports, 23 different sports at Pinecrest High School, and overall we're quite successful. We have a very veteran coaching staff and won a golf state championship last year in the 113-pound category, had a state 4A championship in wrestling, Matt Rowland. We already have 2 golfers committed, a male and a female, Jackson Bodie to Davidson, and Jaden Ford to UNC Greensboro. We have a young lady lacrosse player committed to Belmont Abbey. So lots of opportunities for students to be successful at the high school level and also go on and be successful at the collegiate level.
No doubt about that, and certainly those college commitments and offers prove just how much Pinecrest has to offer academically to your students, so we love hearing that list from you. We are going to send this to break so we can get right back to this football game when the second half kicks off. Stay with us here on Friday Night Rivals.
We all wear multiple hats, a different hat for every job. At Wake Tech, we have multiple hats too, from welding to construction management to baking to public safety. Wake Tech can help you determine which hat fits you best. Visit Wake Tech online or in person and try one on for size. Wake Tech. Success starts here.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
Okay, I need this to be as eye-catching as our new scratch-offs.
Yes, new scratch-offs, new look for your special day. No. No. Next.
Oh, yeah! No? Okay. It feels scratchy, I'm just not sure it says new scratch-offs.
Try those on for size.
Woo! New scratch-offs, meet new kicks. Boom.
When you're hurt at work, how do you know if you're getting all the workers' compensation benefits you deserve?
I wanted to know what all my benefits and rights were.
That's why I called James Scott Farron.
They have the resources and the experience to help me.
They don't put up with delays or games. They fight hard to make sure you're getting everything you may deserve. If you've been hurt on the job, get the James Scott Farron Advantage. The call and case evaluation are free. Call on the Hurt Line right now.
Patrick Johnson, Jay Sunhalter back with you. It's the myspotnc.gov halftime report. We're tied 7-7. A look at those first half highlights right now, Jay. And a pick six to start things off. Second snap of the game. Baptiste steps in, takes it to the promised land.
Pick six. Good job reading the eyes, jumping in the passing lane, and Pinecrest got off to that fast start they were looking for. And then a couple turnovers by Middle Creek. It took them a while to get going. You saw the hustle by the Patriots flying all over the field, but their offense just couldn't get into a groove, Patrick, and Middle Creek started to gain some momentum.
And they're without Brody Karras, their starting quarterback. And speaking of quarterbacks, Chad Kearns, all conference a year ago. He got it going through the air. He got it going on the ground. David Hoskins there. And then the senior, Tate Jones, the Tater, into the end zone.
I thought he did a really good job running the football, establishing that balance. We've got a great game here at the halftime.
Stay with us. Second.
The Rooms to Go Labor Day sale ends Monday. So find your valuable Labor Day bonus coupons in your newspaper or online at roomstogo.com. Coupons good through Monday, Labor Day. Coupons that save you big money on great-looking furniture. Now is the perfect time to shop and get extra savings with your bonus coupons. Plus, to make buying easier, finance interest-free for 60 months. So hurry. Bonus coupons and the Rooms to Go Labor Day sale end Monday.
A big truck can leave you with serious injuries. You need to protect your future. You need to make sure you get all the compensation you may deserve. If you've been injured in an accident with a truck, experience matters. You need a powerful law firm that knows how to secure evidence quickly.
James Scott Farron.
Call the law offices of James Scott Farron on the Hurt Line right now.
Riddle and Brantley is proud to present the Friday Night Rivals Riddle and Brantley Scholar Athlete of the Week. From Panther Creek High School, Chris Brightman. Chris is a 2-year varsity football starter, a state leader in triple jump, and carries a 3.8 GPA. Chris also volunteers for Eastern Carolina Food Bank, North Carolina Healthy Transitions, and Say So Inc.
This All-Star is now entered for a $5,000 scholarship at the end of the season.
Congratulations to our Riddle and Brantley Scholar Athlete of the Week.
We develop quality citizens who keep our core, our country, and our communities side by side on the winning side. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
The new way to sell your home. And our Friday Night Rivals Honda Dealers of the Carolinas presented by Talk It Out NC. We're tied at 7. About to get underway here in the second half. And this will be the second time that Bohr has kicked it away to the Patriots. Xavier Dowd, and we'll have Cobb back there as well. Jay Word that will have a new quarterback in the second half for the Patriots, Mason Conan. So the third stringer will get the opportunity here. Tough half offensively for Pinecrest, just 35 total yards in the first half. They came in averaging over 341 on the season. This time they go to Cobb from the 5. Cobb, a hole. And he'll take it 25 yards out, close to the 30-yard line. with the Pinecrest story from the first half, here's Marilyn Payne.
Thanks, Patrick. Bob Curtin obviously frustrated with his offense's inability to manufacture really anything, yards or points. He says he needs more from his offensive line despite the fact that Brody Karras is out with what he explains has been a nagging hip injury that he's dealt with even since last Friday. In his place now, we will see sophomore Mason Conan, who is the JV quarterback for the Patriots. This, however, his first year playing football, even at the JV level. Curtin says he's confident that Mason can control this game for the remainder because he's so good at playing in high-pressured situations on the baseball field. He likes the way that he commands the offensive line. Says, I'd like to give him a little more time before I throw him out there, but this is the time. He needs to go out there for us tonight.
Great report, Marilyn. Thank you. Coach Curtin is the interim coach. He's done a fantastic job. What an inspiring guy. Retired U.S. military lieutenant colonel. Replaced Chris Metzger, who was there for 14 seasons. Took the job at Montgomery County. Entered the Army in '86 as a private. Then in '05 transferred to Fort Bragg to command special missions units with the Joint Special Operations Command. That's pretty heady stuff. 2nd down and 7 from the 32. And it's a big burst and a first down as Seagraves carries it downfield to midfield. Nice run.
Well, I'll tell you what, Middle Creek just loading things up. 9 defenders in the box within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage. They're daring Pinecrest to throw the ball. Now, the problem with that is if you can get to the second level, you don't have any defenders. The Seagraves broke through for a big game.
That's a Hall Insurance first down, providing quality insurance products to our senior community. That time, nothing doing. And a nice job to get in there. Make a play, Luke Hoy. And we have a Patriot player down after the loss back to the 46. So that's Dowd. And he's going to come off. Looks like he was a little shaken up.
You know, and Patrick, from Middle Creek, the first ball game of the year, they played Fuquay. And Coach Jacobs got here on the 4th day of practice, so still kind of learning the new schemes. But they've made a quick turnaround. Week 2, you play Garner, shut them out 22-0. And then against a 2-0 Pinecrest team, you look at the way they're playing, the intensity. This offense starting to look better, the defense playing at a high level. Early on here in his first year, quickly you're seeing the improvement and the good start in this ball game here to kind of regroup after that first quarter.
Mason Conan gives the football to Spearman. And the first carry for Bryant Spearman, the senior. Or is that Seagraves? It is going to be Seagraves. Check that. He gets pushed out of bounds, though. Stops the clock with 10:15. Now they wave it back in. Loss of 1, so now 3rd and 15. 3rd down has been a troublesome down tonight for this Patriots offense, down to their 3rd-string quarterback.
Grant Gary and Brandon Neely are both about 10 yards deep. Everybody else still within the first 6 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Conan, good arm to the air. It wobbles on him a little, though. His receiver cannot make a play. Intended for Neifert. And a nice job to get an arm in there and knock it away by Langston Davis.
Well, and that just shows you that Andre Jacobs has trust in his secondary. Here's Jacobs going up there, knocking him down, but one-on-one coverage. You see Grant Gary getting off his man, coming over to help. But with Ely back there as well, they're just loading things up, trusting the secondary in man-to-man coverage. Again, getting off of the field, this defense standing strong once again.
Here's a punt. And that was quite the first half punting display there by both punters for both sides. Cole boots this one down to the 15-yard line.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
Need long-lasting freshness? Try new Febreze Unstoppables Touch Fabric Spray. It doesn't just eliminate odors. Simply shake and spray to unlock the breakthrough power of touch-activated scent technology that lasts, even hours later. That's because Febreze Touch stores scent in your fabrics, so you get bursts of freshness with every touch. Your whole world will come alive. Welcome home to fresh with new Febreze Touch.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
Stay tuned. During the fourth quarter, we'll have the Honda dealers of the Carolina scoring drive of the game. See your Honda dealer of the Carolinas today. Patrick Johnson, Jay Sunhalter, and Marilyn Payne. Nice job for Cole punting the football tonight. 37 yards on 5 punts. Ever since that 18-yard effort for the Patriots on his first punt, he's been over 42 yards on his last 4. And Middle Creek, their first offensive possession of the second half. And it will be Tate Jones taking it ahead. He's wrapped up. Coach Jacobs there. And Jay, his offense really got it going in the second quarter. Here's Kearns on second down through the hands of his receiver. It'll bring up 3rd and 8.
I'll tell you what, this offense, when they have balance, they're dangerous. With Jones running the ball, that's going to pull linebackers up and allow Kearns to go over the top where he's had success with Hoskins. But you look at his Pinecrest defense, they've only given up 7 points the last 2 ball games. This defense already has 2 turnovers. They need another one here to create a short field for their offense.
Kearns trying to set up a screen, and the Pinecrest defense, which has answered the bell time in and time out tonight. Kearns had pressure in his face. It's incomplete. They're going to have to punt the football.
A lot of speed for the Patriots, and they're just getting in the face, getting in the backfield once again and creating havoc. And now an opportunity here potentially for pretty good field position to start off this drive. But special teams, we've talked about how good the punters have been and how they've flipped the field position. We'll see if the Patriots can get a return.
47-yard average tonight for Hoskins on 3 punts. The left foot gets it away. That one down the sideline. Oh, what a bounce and a roll it'll take. Good coverage downfield. It'll be down at around the 37-yard line. Hoskins, though, down. Might be a cramp. Some good sportsmanship there for the Patriot player to help him stretch it out a little.
There's Jason Willicks now helping out as well, but he's had an outstanding game punting the football, and how about his huge catches over the middle.
Jay, that was a 46-yard boot. And Hoskins, as they have the training staff stretch him out. Well, Jay, I don't know if Hoskins might be a consideration as a punter for the player of the game, but could be a possibility. It is our Wake Tech player of the game. We'll bring it to you during the fourth quarter. We'll select rather the West Shore Home player of the game. Make that West Shore Home. Convert your old bathtub into a modern and spacious walk-in shower in just one day. So Pinecrest without their starting quarterback tonight, Brody Karras, nagging hip injury. Didn't really need him a whole lot last week as they blew out Anson County 48-zip. Well, Jay, a beautiful night. High school football, week 3 of the season. Lots of interesting developments here. And unfortunately, we've had some games that have been postponed in areas all across the state. Jay was looking through some stuff earlier, and we were getting some messages after last week's game about other games around, and boy, this must be a pretty determined cramp there because they are really working on Hoskins, trying to get him stretched out there and back. He's been very busy tonight. So, Jay, after losing to Midway in Week 1, Hopton beat Hyde Trask last Friday night, 92-62. So Hopton has scored in their first 2 games of the year 82.5 points per game. They've traveled to East Columbus tonight.
Is that really good offense or really bad defense?
Well, they've done it in 2 games.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they've played good defense.
Well, I can't speak to that, but and then Midway, COVID issues, they were not back out there to play this week. They had an opponent canceled, and they had some of their own COVID issues. They were going to play East Duplin, but that game did not materialize. So we're back to live action here. Best starting field position of the night for the Patriots. Gain of 3 from the 38 up to the 41 as Mason Conan.
Look at all the Mustangs right there in the teeth of the defense, right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a nice bit of reverse field running by Cobb, but he's chased down. Trailing the play and dragging him down. An excellent defensive effort made there by Isaiah Descouré. So Isaiah Descouré trailing the play like you're taught to do, Jay. And when Cobb reversed it, he was there.
Well, that was a great job when he got that stiff arm, just keeping his hips low and wrapping up to make the tackle on Cobb, and now another 3rd and long situation. The name of the game for Pinecrest is they've got to get to the outside. They're not going to be able to do anything in the middle of this defense, that crowded line of scrimmage. They got to go to the outside.
They lost 4, throw, caught, first down. Nice delivery from the JV starting quarterback, the 3rd stringer here tonight, as he spots Colin Martin, the senior.
Oh, and I liked how they were attacking down the field here. Look at this throw. Good job reading the defense, then threading the needle, and then coming over and trying to break that ball loose and dislodge it. Good job of just possessing again the first down.
That's a Hall Insurance first down, providing quality insurance products to our senior community. Pickup of 13. And now they stay on the ground with Seagraves. Nazir Seagraves, the 5'10", 170-pound junior. And we have another player appears to be cramping. Jay, in the first half, statistically, 184 yards of total offense for Middle Creek. Just 35 from that first half for Pinecrest. 3 through the air, so that was their biggest play tonight, throwing the football. And healthy gain of 5 there creates a 2nd down and 5. Tonight's game is powered by United Rentals, building futures together. Provides that great in-zone shot. And Chris Walsh, I think he could lift it up a little more. I don't know if Chris is afraid of heights.
Chris?
Yeah, Chris looking good out there. Chris goes, he hangs out in the end zone. United Rentals lift. Gets his sandwich. Chills out. Some great shots, though. That enhances this coverage greatly to have that end zone shot, Jay.
Oh, yeah, beautiful shots here, the action. The whole crew doing a great job.
They really are. 5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. This is the longest Pinecrest drive of the game. Conan, handoff. Seagraves will bring up 3rd down and about 4.
Seagraves just kind of knifing through there, getting what he could, and at least making it manageable now here on 3rd down. This offense doing a better job up front, getting some push.
They converted a 3rd down a moment ago. They got a 13-yard pickup. Shotgun. Conan, swing pass, and a good bit of determined running along the sideline. and a first down. This time they go to Neifert, who somehow got across the sticks.
Well, we got Neifert here. Quick pass, good accurate throw. And then here's the fight. Just plowing through, putting your head down and driving to get the first down, and a huge pickup, converting on that third down opportunity.
Gain of 8. We go inside of 6 minutes. Hall Insurance Group, first down, providing quality insurance products to our senior community. Oh, ball on the turf. It's picked up, though, by Seagraves. Talk about making something out of absolutely nothing. The proverbial chicken salad out of chicken squat.
To see here, again, ball handling has been an issue on both sides. Good job just picking up and then getting what he could. A couple yards, and Brandon Ely, the star sophomore safety, coming back into the ball game. He just left a few plays ago with the cramp, so inserting himself back into the lineup. He's been really good on the back end.
Ely's brother, a quarterback here in 2018, had another brother that played. Second down, 7. And Seagraves carrying the pile. Seagraves gets it down to near the 20-yard line.
Now this offense is finding something here on this drive. Again, the offensive line just doing a better job locking up front. That's a good block by Cobb, leading the way. You look at the leverage, just chopping their feet up front, everybody pushing their man downhill.
Hall Insurance Group first down there from the 22-yard line. And they'll lose yardage this time. It's going to be a sack. Fallows there. Hoy also in on the play. Loss of 1. Back to the 23. Second down, 11. 4.5 remaining, third quarter. Entertaining game here, 7-7. Pinecrest looking for their first offensive touchdown. This is the 10th play of the drive. Nice move. And good running. And inside the 5. Ball came loose, they say. Middle Creek says they came up with it. It was Cobb that time. And it's going to be a turnover, the second of the night for Pinecrest. Cobb got it down inside the 5 and coughed it up.
We'll see up here, Seagraves, excellent block up front. Then Cobb looked like he was going to finish it off, maybe get in the end zone. Grant Gary with the huge hit. And it looked like he just ripped it after he's holding Cobb up. High came in as well with the hit. But look at number 8, Gary. He was just holding him up, continuing to go for the ball, has the nose for the ball, and you get that huge turnover. And what a play. We highlighted Gary in the open. 3 interceptions on the season, is leading the state in that category, and here getting a huge turnover right when his team needed it with the strip.
So he comes up with his 4th takeaway of the year as he recovers the fumble. Good look there at the senior Grant Gary, 6'3", 170-pounder. No gain on 1st and 10 from their own 5. Kearns and Jones as the Pinecrest defense jars it loose. Ball down in the end zone. The Patriots either wanted a safety or a fumble.
No, they didn't want that whistle to be blown. They're going to say it's forward progress, and the whistle was blown, and then the fumble occurred. Well, look at the defensive line here. Nowhere to go for Jones. 3-4 defenders in the backfield. Boy, they wanted that going their way, but the whistle was blown.
It just feels like kind of a momentum play in the game here, Jay, from the 2.
But this is Kearns' time. Senior quarterback pressure situation. He's had success with Hoskins, number 15, back in the ballgame, coming in with that cramp. He missed a series, but he's back in now and a flag down.
Is that a delay of game? Coach Jacobs wants to know. It's going to be procedure against his Mustangs. So the false start moves them back to the 1. Have not had a ton of penalties in this thing. Middle Creek had a few early on, but they really cleaned it up when they did. They started to move the ball. Here, though, they're 3rd and 14 from their own 1. Kearns under pressure, throws, out, complete. We'll see if it's enough to get a first down. Rudisil. And it is not going to be enough. Rudisil maybe thought he had it. Here's the throw. And Rudisil was just short there. Good pressure, though, Jay, to cause Kearns to unload it a little sooner than he wanted.
Yeah, and the defensive line again taking over. Rudisil found the open spot of the zone on a dig route, but it's a good tackle by Pinecrest.
Hoskins with another really good punt. Little bounce and roll to the Patriots' 43-yard line. That's going to be a 44-yard effort. Wow, great night kicking the football. Honda Dealers of the Carolinas Friday Night Rivals, presented by.
I know it looks like I'm trying to stop this plane, but I'm not. This is a Nissan sales event ad. Don't let that get away. This Rogue has more standard safety features than any car in its class, so you can handle almost anything.
Hurry in and save up to $52.62 on select models.
Better hurry before these deals take off.
We all wear multiple hats. A different hat for every job. At Wake Tech, we have multiple hats too. From welding, to construction management, to baking, to public safety. Wake Tech can help you determine which hat fits you best. Visit Wake Tech online or in person and try one on for size. Wake Tech. Success starts here.
Low scoring, but competitive here tonight. It's been a good one between Pinecrest and Middle Creek, Jay, as we near the 2-minute mark in the third. Next week, Broughton Millbrook, Wesley Grimes, who has a big decision he'll be announcing this week.
Yeah, on Tuesday, he's making his announcement. NC State in the race. He's got offers from North Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina, East Carolina, Duke, Wake Forest, a lot of ACC and SEC schools. So by next Friday, we'll know where his decision lies, but he's a talented wide receiver, one of the best in the state and the region.
Pinecrest got it down to the 5-yard line before a fumble. Seagraves takes it on 1st and 10. He's out across the 45 up to the 47. So a pickup of 4 here, 2nd and 6. And we've got an injury on the field. Seagraves, though, starting to pick up steam as he looks like he's running pretty strong, and some cramping issues for this Mustangs team. Well, you look at all the offers for Grimes, for Millbrook, some of the top teams in the nation, as you mentioned, Big 12, SEC, AAC, the Atlantic Coast Conference, Brigham Young also in there. So it's going to be interesting to see what that decision will be, and we'll be able to be taking a look at him. NC State appears to be the front runner. Boy, that would be a big pickup for Dave Doran, who is continuing to have to go head-to-head with a lot of top players in the state with Mac Brown. And, of course, App State beating our Pirates the other night, Jake. Of course, you played at ECU, and App State looked pretty good. But Wesley Grimes, the top receiver in the state, came in with well over 300 yards. Mountain Island Charter's Cole Hart was just behind him in second place in Myers Park. Their receiver Thomas sits third right now in the state in receiving yards early on.
And Grimes, one of the best wide receivers in the country, 6 feet 3 inches tall, but he's got that speed, a really good route runner. The hand-eye coordination you want on the deep, explosive passing plays. And we saw last week Bo Atkinson committed to North Carolina. We're really impressed with him and his ability and how hard he plays. NC State has been after Grimes hard, so we'll see where his commitment is to on Tuesday. But this ball game here, I've been impressed with both sides. And the biggest thing, Patrick, I see is the defense. And whenever you've got a good defense, you're going to have the ability to make a long playoff run.
Well, the Patriots, after the turnover, a 3-and-out. Mustangs had to punt it deep from their own territory. Best field position for the Patriots tonight. Now they have a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be Cobb. He had the fumble. Cobb ahead, picks up 2 to the 49. And the Mustangs coming up with the tackle. Noah Thomas leading the way. That's the right tackle, Barber, who had to come out after losing his helmet. So they have replaced him in the lineup with Jaden Diggers, the junior. 3rd down, cut inside, spin, 1st down. Excellent run by Xavier Dowd.
Look at Dowd right here. Just getting to the outside, making one man miss, and here's the speed. Grant Gary coming up with a hard tackle, but a huge conversion to pick up the 1st down.
That's a Hall Insurance Group 1st down, providing quality insurance products to our senior community. Hall Insurance Group. Xavier Dowd, 6 foot, $185, the senior. An important run for him. And they'll go back to Dowd again. This time the Mustangs were there. Inside of a minute.
This offense, we've seen a lot of powers, counters, tackle overs tonight. Very good with their just basic consistency of calling plays. They don't do anything flashy, but when they run a power, they run it at a high level. But this has been a good defense they've been going against. It's really been a fun matchup to watch in the trenches.
Patriots ran for 363 yards in the opener against Roseville. That time they lose yardage. Good job to get into the backfield and disrupt things. That's Jackson Healy.
See here the penetration, just jumping, lunging out. A nice job by Healy, the senior, coming through there, getting off the offensive lineman for a huge play.
That's how we'll end the 3rd. 7-7 is our score after 3. And a big 3rd down and long for the Patriots. On the other side of this timeout, entertaining Honda dealers of the Carolinas Friday Night Rivals, presented by Talk It Out NC.
This is a show where every word counts. Wild dog.
Weeknights at 11 on MyRDC 28. Every crime has a motive.
I trusted you people to get justice for my daughter.
Every lie
Stop, police!
has a truth. You just need to know where to look.
My God, we need backup.
Law and Order SVU.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
Okay, I need this to be as eye-catching as our new scratch-offs.
Yes, new scratch-offs, new look for your special day. No. No. Next.
Oh, yeah! No? Okay. It feels scratchy. I'm just not sure it says new scratch-offs.
Try those on for size.
Woo! New scratch-offs, meet new kicks. Boom.
I was laid up for a month. The insurance company said it was my fault.
I needed a tough lawyer.
When you're injured, don't take a chance on your future. Tell the insurance company, you mean business.
You deserve more, and you deserve respect.
Put a powerful law firm on your side, one that will fight for every dollar you deserve. When you're injured, don't take a chance on your future.
That's why I called James Scott Farron.
Call on the Hurt Line, the law offices of James Scott Farron, right now.
Third down and long for Pinecrest here as they will try to keep this drive going. The Creek trying to stymie him here and force a punt. Rolling, throwing, downfield. It's in the air. It is going to be caught! No, incomplete. I thought he dragged it down. What an effort. Colin Martin. And there defensively, Jay, you preview him early on. Grant Carey.
Well, we talked about him being a lockdown corner. Here it is. One-on-one coverage on the outside. Stride for stride. Goes up, almost comes down with the interception. But look at the focus right there. When the arms went up, he put his arms and knocked that ball out. What a huge play. A critical third down. Get off the field.
So let's see what Pinecrest does here. They'll have to angle it. Beatty. Well, they're going to run the fake. Here's the throw. It's caught out in the flats, and they're going to turn it over on downs. This could be the break that the Mustangs need. And we've got an injured Mustang player, and it looks like another cramp situation. Well, you hate it that these cramps are popping up, but it's tough on the kids. Let's take a look at this fake, though, Jay.
Well, I like the aggressive play call here. Pinecrest on the road. Put a little bit of offensive rhythm here and trying to catch Middle Creek by surprise, but this was really good. Being aware of your keys, seeing that it was a fake, and then running over to make the tackle.
Noah Hartford delivered a pretty good ball to Wade Harris there. Got it a little behind him. I think if he hit Harris a little more in stride, he might have had a shot.
Now Middle Creek's going to start this drive off with pretty good field position.
Looks like they're going to be at their own 46-yard line. Meantime, we'll take a quick timeout.
We all wear multiple hats. A different hat for every job. At Wake Tech, we have multiple hats too. From welding, to construction management, to baking, to public safety. Wake Tech can help you determine which hat fits you best. Visit Wake Tech online or in person and try one on for size. Wake Tech. Success starts here.
It's summer. Time to trade hibernation for liberation. Couch time for tan lines. Because there's a big world out there and it's calling. For every rock, road, and reason to get out and go, you can count on a Kia to take you there. Ranked #1 in dependability by J.D. Power and backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Get 0% APR for up to 60 months or $1,500 customer cash on the purchase of a new 2021 Soul.
We're back. During the fourth quarter of tonight's game, we'll be selecting the West Shore Home Player of the Game. West Shore Home, convert your old bathtub into a modern and spacious walk-in shower in just one day. That's high coming off. Played a lot of snaps in the secondary tonight for the Mustangs. Middle Creek taking over first down. And a nice run by Kearns. Brings up second down and short.
If you're Middle Creek here, you've got to recognize, hey, great field position. We're in the fourth quarter. It's time for us to turn it on here. Get a drive going, score points.
And it's going to be a first down as Kearns taking over with his legs now. So for Middle Creek, a Wake Tech first down, lead the way at Wake Tech.
We've seen this offense play their best, and they've gone up-tempo right now. No huddle, playing fast. Pinecrest on their heels.
12 straight winning seasons for the Mustangs. They've averaged 10 wins a year during that time. Here's a throw by Kearns. Downfield, it is going to be incomplete. A lot of contact downfield. And Adam Booker wanted a flag.
Booker, one of the senior leaders on this team. Coach Jacobs talked with us. Comes in at 6 a.m. before school starts, goes to the weight room and gets his workouts in. He's one of those leaders on the wide receiver group. He's been so productive there, double coverage, but still with that height, he's trying to go up and high point it.
Back to live action, 2nd and 10. Kearns keeps. Kearns darts out of bounds. Late flag comes in, though, back at the 50.
Flag on the play.
Jay, let's go back to that pass play. Travion Short. Thought initially he might have got away with one there, but it seemed like there was kind of pushing on both sides there. They just let it go. So it's going to be a personal foul against the Mustangs here. And Jay, that was trailing the play by a good 10 yards or so.
It's huge now. You go and look at this. It's going to be 2nd and a mile here for Kearns. You just got to protect the ball, be careful here, but he's really done a nice job of moving outside the pocket. So I'd look for Middle Creek to try to get him on the run, either a run-pass combination here where he can read the field.
So from the 36, 2nd and 25, Kearns rolling. Kearns dumps it underneath, caught at the 40-yard line. And a nice tackle made. We've got another, appears cramp as Rudisil made the catch.
Good Kearns keep his eyes up. Going back to Rudisil, just a smart play there. He saw the deep coverage was locked up with his wide receivers, so went underneath. Now still 3rd and long coming up. Again, I'd look for him to get outside the pocket.
Pressure, throws, grabbed out of the air, but he's going to be shy of the first down. What a grab by Booker, leaving his feet.
The hand-eye coordination, giving up his body. We'll see him here as Kearns rolled out. He saw his favorite target there and just ripped it out of the air. Look at him here. This ball high. Just plucked it right out. You know, this is a tempting call here. Andre Jacobs decided to go for the punt. Across midfield, this offense fighting its way back. His goal here is to have Hoskins pin the Patriots back inside their 20.
That was a pickup of 14, but they are several yards shy, about 5. Well, they run a fake. No. That one going to go into the end zone. Oh, takes a fortuitous bounce, I thought, but then breaks the plane. It'll be a touchback. Pinecrest from their own 20. We're knotted at 7. Friday night rivals in Apex.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
Okay, I need this to be as eye-catching as our new scratch-offs.
Yes, new scratch-offs, new look for your special day. No. No. Next.
Oh, yeah! No? Okay. It feels scratchy, I'm just not sure it says new scratch-offs.
Try those on for size.
Woo! New scratch-offs, meet new kicks. Boom.
So here we are with 9:19 to go in this ball game. Honda Dealers of the Carolinas bringing you Friday night rivals. It's presented by Talk It Out NC. Patrick Johnson, Jay Sunholder with you. Mustang defense has answered the bell many times tonight. Jay, this is a Pinecrest group without their starting quarterback. They're down to the JV starter, who's a third down. He's looked good at times tonight, has Mason Conan here in the second half. He's got an important drive coming up here as the sophomore, as they'll stay on the ground and run it off the right side, 1st and 10. They'll operate from the 20 after the touchback. And we've got another Mustang player slow to get up after the gain of 6.
Well, you look at this ball game within 9 minutes now. Who's going to step up and make a big play? Which team's going to make a mistake? We've seen 3 turnovers, some ball handling issues. That's the number one key, is to protect the football for Pinecrest.
Couple turnovers tonight for the Patriots. They've coughed it up a couple of times. And Martez Smith in on the tackle there of Dowd.
And Andre Jacobs spoke very highly of Smith. Nose tackle, really good athleticism, been double teamed all night, and they're shooting into the backfield.
No gain, it's 3rd and short. Seagrave stacked up, good job defensively by the Creek there. And they were led by Owen Schmitz. Owen Schmitz was another player that they talked glowingly about, that coached in our meetings with him this week. 4th and 3 here. They tried to run the fake punt last time. Certainly you wouldn't do that where you are here. Beatty awaits the punt from Cole, who's been excellent tonight, over 40 yards through the air. Fair catch called for. And he makes the grab down at the 31. That one with plenty of hang time. It went 42 yards. So 7.5 to go. We've seen a lot of fine plays on both sides of the ball. For Pinecrest, it's been a disciplined approach all year. Marilyn Payne with more on that.
This Pinecrest team is a chippy team in terms of its personality, according to their head coach, Bob Curtin, but he prides himself on his team's discipline as well as its fitness on the field. And right now, their attitudes are high. They feel confident that they can wear down Middle Creek, and every time you both are commenting on another Middle Creek athlete who's having a cramp, this confident Pinecrest team says something else about how they've still got this.
Rudisill comes open. Rudisill with a big gainer, the biggest play from scrimmage tonight. From the 31 in their own territory, down to the 33.
Look at Kearns here, moving his eyes left to right. Rudisill dashing over on a crossing route. And a good job here with yards after the catch. Look at him here, this speed. Make a man miss and get 10 extra yards.
And a first down for Middle Creek, and it's sponsored by Wake Tech. Lead the way at Wake Tech. Jay, it's not an overly hot or humid night. We're seeing a lot of cramping. We mentioned the great Harold Robinson, the coach of Williamston for all those years. And another very wise thing is that's Ferrer who's being stretched out there. The cramps don't really, what causes them isn't so much what the conditions are on the day of the game. It's nutritionally and for hydration. Are you taking care of yourself the day before the game?
Yeah, it's hard hydration. I mean, especially in August, it's so tough, and it's a thing when you get hot weather. Maybe isn't the highest temperatures today, but this week during practice, it was extremely hot, especially early on in the week. And these guys are putting so much effort into their bodies during practice. It's got to be a key focus. You can see how it's impacting the ball game for Middle Creek tonight. 42
yards officially on that play for the Wake Tech first down. Kearns drops, throws. It is in the air. Here comes a flag. Now, is this going to be a late hit, as that was intended for Hoskins downfield, by the way? Is this going to go against the nose tackle on a late hit, or is this a hold? And it looks like the indication is hands to the face, but could it be against one of the linemen up front? They've had some changes. No Carter Jacobs at right tackle in this game. That's Harrell there, 74. It is going to be a hold against Middle Creek. So back him up to the 37-yard line. Let's see.
10-yard penalty from spot foul.
Cam Horton, the nose tackle, was held as going back towards Kearns.
Adam Steerham, the center. So first down and 20. And Jay, they back that up from the spot of the foul back to the 46-yard line. So that cost him 15 yards. Kearns out at the 46, so no gain. The hold, as we saw in the replay, was well behind the line of scrimmage, so the spot foul there, and that now brings up a second and very long. Here's the throw along the sideline. Sliding catch. Booker, good hands. Third down, but we have a marker.
Flag on the play.
That was a great route by Adam Booker. It's a deep out route. Cut it at about 12 yards, came back to the ball. Nice catch. It looks like this is coming back.
So that's an illegal shift. Now that'll back them up to their own 48.
Look at this job by Booker. The ball a little bit behind him.
Got his feet in. Nice job.
I've been really impressed with his route running. Really good player.
The senior's very reliable at 6'4", 188. Kearns lobs it down the sideline. Off the hands. Incomplete. Booker again. Good job defensively by Short. That's been a fun matchup tonight between those two.
Yeah, Travion Short being physical. Him and Booker kind of locked up there and just slowed him down just enough. A little bit of a push there.
It's going to be third down for the Mustangs.
Right there, right at the end, extended the arms.
Kind of a lot of a push.
It wasn't called, so it was a little bit, but you can't extend those arms. You can nudge, but you can't push.
So that goes down as a nudge, right?
Yep, no flag is a nudge.
Third and an eternity. Kearns pops it underneath, gets it to Jones. Jones will be spun down, and the Patriots defense has come up with a big set of plays today, greatly aided by a couple of penalties, but still, they bowed their necks and made a stand.
The penalties certainly halted this drive, but you're right, the pressure in the backfield and just the relentless pursuit of the ball. Every time the Middle Creek receiver running back has the ball, they're running in packs and really hustling over to bring him down.
Punt from the 41, fielded off a bounce. Cobb was there. And he got out of bounds. Looks like maybe around the 15, 16-yard line. So that's going to be a 34-yard punt. We'll check that, a 27-yard punt. So 5:52 to go here. Pinecrest from their own 14-yard line, Jay, and they've gotten it going on the ground. They've been able to find something up the middle. Might you see them go to the air a little bit here, especially deep in their own territories? We're inside of the halfway point of the fourth. No motion of man, and they will throw downfield. It will be out of the reach of the intended receiver. They were looking for Martin there. Jones, who's checked in on defense, was playing center field.
Jones has been one of the stars of the game on the offensive end. The running back position, we'll see him here locked up in one-on-one coverage. I like the shot of Pinecrest, though. Go ahead, see the coverage out there, no safety help over the top, and try to make an explosive play. The ball just a little bit overthrown.
Hustle Ely back in now defensively. Going to throw again, and this one off the hands at the 20 of Neifert. Might have been tipped. Neifert had green grass ahead of him had he been able to hang on.
I'll tell you, a lot of room to run on that outside. Again, we've been talking all night about Middle Creek selling out to stop the run, loading things up in the middle of that defense. There's opportunities on the outside, but these Creek defenders have not given up much man-to-man coverage.
3rd and 10. Conan, low snap. Conan throws, and that'll be incomplete. Got twisted on the route there, did Neifert. Jay's got a good arm, but that's just, those guys haven't worked a whole lot together.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, when you're coming into a ball game and you're not getting those reps in practice, it's hard, especially in critical situations here in the fourth quarter, 7-7 tie, where you have to throw the ball. It's tough, especially against a great defense like Middle Creek, and this has really turned into a special teams battle, field position battle. We'll see if Middle Creek can take advantage of it.
High snap, the punt away, Beatty tripped up. Great tackle downfield. Really nice job to get down there and make the play by Wade Harris. And we do have a flag. That was a 41-yard attempt there on the punt and a return of 3. The ball was snapped a little high, and it's going to be it looks like against Pinecrest.
Personal foul.
You don't see that a lot, do you? I think that's going to go against the Mustangs. Yeah. This happened on the punt, didn't happen on the return.
Well, looks like some confusion. And this is going to be on Middle Creek.
Yeah.
15 yards back.
So I think our head official just pointed in the wrong direction. And Jay, again, I think that was more on that near errant snap, had something to do with that. Cole getting it away, and it might be running into the kicker or something along those lines. Or
when Andre Jacobs halfway, he's about on the hashes out on the field looking for an explanation.
There's Jacobs.
He's on the hashes, inching towards midfield.
Well, Jay, he is a guy that certainly has been a prime defensive coordinator in his time at some big stops. Jacobs, as we mentioned, started his coaching career here, but at Coastal Carolina, the defensive player of the year in the Big South back in 2010. Two-time All-Big South on the defensive side. And now out to have a word with Coach Jacobs. Here's the referee. I think the confusion, at least for Coach Jacobs, comes from they initially pointed in the Pinecrest direction.
Look at him backpedal there. You can see why he's such a good linebacker.
There you go.
Backpedal to the sideline. This is a big drive for this offense now. 5:31 left on the clock. You have another crucial penalty go against you.
High snap there, and it's going to cost Middle Creek yardage. Kearns lit up by Scott, also Brock.
Will Brock's been living in the backfield. See number 9 just shoot through unblocked. Middle Creek up front, you've got to block them. He's making it easy. You get the penalty and then the sack here. And now this offense is backpedaling.
Also 4, second down 14. Another bad snap. Kearns throws, picked out of the air. It's going to be taken in for a score. Their second pick six of the game. Atkinson in from 18 yards out.
See Kessler Atkinson just kind of sitting in coverage there. And as Kearns threw it out, trying to get it out of bounds.
And it was Will Brock. Yeah, Will Brock in his grill.
Now 3 turnovers this Patriots defense has created. What a crucial time here in the fourth to come up with a big play.
Up and through on the Wake Tech touchdown, followed by the extra point. The Patriots have just found a way tonight.
And this defense has been sturdy, not giving up the big play, finding ways to create those turnovers, getting in the backfield, getting the penetration. In the biggest moments here in the fourth quarter, they found a way to make some plays. In Middle Creek now, their backs are against the wall. 4:54 left. This offense is going to have to pick their heads up and get something going here because all the momentum is over on the Patriots sideline.
So on the second snap of the game, it was an interception. Taken back for a score. Kearns picked for the second time tonight. And you see the dejection from the students and fans in attendance here at Mustang Stadium. They're 2-2 in their last 4 home games. Before that, they had won 21 out of 26. So they've had a really great record here at home. They're tough to beat in this stadium, and Pinecrest now inside of 5 minutes with a pick 6, and they've got a little more hitch in their giddy up right now.
Now Middle Creek, they're going to have a quick response here. And again, if bad things happen, sudden change, this offense has to go back out and forget about that and find a way to muster up a drive. But the number one key is they've got to block Brock up front. He's been creating havoc, getting in the backfield. They've got to shore things up and give Kearns time to throw the ball.
It's time for the open door kickoff here in this fourth quarter. Open door, the new way to sell your home. Wow. Jay, nothing wrong with the Mustangs defense. They shut out Garner last week. They've kept the offense for Pinecrest off the board tonight, but 2 pick sixes in the game. And this one will sail into the end zone for a touchback. So with 4:54 to go, Kearns has to come out. Has thrown his second and third interceptions of the season. Started their first game out last week. Had 7 picks in the spring. Came in 9 of 18 for 106 yards in the opening game. Tonight he's been very effective with his legs. He's also done a good job of moving the pocket to spot receivers and give them time to get open against this sticky defense for the Patriots. But a couple of bad snaps and it put him in a really tough position just trying to make a play.
And you're missing Carter Jacobs up front as well. Some penalties. This offense just hasn't found the consistency they're hoping for.
Kearns off the hands of Jones at the 20. Second down.
And again, I talked about they've got to forget what just happened. Still plenty of time here, but you've got to find a way to kind of huddle up and get positive yards here, not hold your head down. And Hoskins is so good in the first half. I think they've got to find a way to get the ball to number 15.
Another bad snap. Ball pops out. It's on the turf. Is it going to be recovered by the Patriots, or did Kern get back on it? Kern was able to recover. Kearns picks it up at the 9, a loss of 11.
Ball a little bit slow. He just couldn't hold on to it. And look at Pinecrest hustling over. Luckily, Kearns jumped on it, but that was close.
Jay, that was great effort by the senior quarterback.
A really good job there. It was just him and 2 defenders. Looks like
they've got a lineman hurt.
Their injury.
Yep. The center, Adam Straron, coming off. All right, time now for our drive of the game as they continue to attend This is the training staff here, and let's look at it, Jay. Drive of the game, it was the pick 6. Got in trouble there. Brock making the play, and then Brock after the bad snap. Pressures Kearns. It's up in the air. Atkinson. Free path, all green, as he takes it in for 6.
It was created from the pressure. And then Atkinson taking advantage of it. This defense has been so good all night. Coming up huge here in the fourth quarter.
Elise Martez Smith is their backup center. Shotgun snap. Kearns gets chased down from behind, and it's Atkinson again.
Gosh, he's played so good. Tackling machine, get the interception. Now on second down, huge sack to make it 3rd and 23, but the junior leader, outside linebacker, we'll see him here coming off the edge on a blitz. Him and Brock racing to get the sack.
So they're going to have to punt on 4th down and 26 now. And the ball goes through the end zone. It'll be a safety, and that'll make it 16-7. Scoregami time now in Apex. Patriots with the advantage, up 9.
Well, there's a lot to be said for Pinecrest. They didn't make mistakes tonight. Their offense was having trouble. They relied on their defense. Their special teams has been solid, and they forced Middle Creek to make mistakes. They created 3 turnovers and now a special teams error. And the Patriots sitting in the driver's seat, 16-7, 3:17 left, and getting the ball back. One of their leaders tonight has been Atkinson with great play coming off the edge.
Jay, next week they will take on Grimsley, who was in the title game back in the spring. They'll have an off week, and then they open the conference on the road against Richmond County.
This has to be the toughest schedule in the state with Rollsville week 1. Anson County has a long tradition. They blew them out. Middle Creek, one of the top teams perennially in the East, on the road. You get outstanding Grimsley and Richmond team. I mean, this has been an extremely challenging schedule, and looks like Pinecrest is going to be 3 for 3 here to start the season.
Well, it's this senior class that, as JV players for Pinecrest, beat Richmond's JVs. They beat Scotland's JVs, and Coach Curtin told us this week this is a group that just feels like that they're never out of a game. They're going to win. It did not look good at times tonight with the third-string quarterback in there, but the defense and the special teams play has held them in it. And now they have the lead up 9 with 3:17 to go. And the free kick about to come from the Mustangs here. Jay, you get a couple of first downs here and can run some clock. Trying to milk this thing and ice it away here. Got to take care of the football, though. They have fumbled it a couple times in this matchup tonight. 5 turnovers between the two sides. Short kick. Caught at the 40-yard line. And a return ahead to the 48.
Forward kick turned by number 7, Noah Hartford.
So Hartford.
Brought down by 24, Luke Foley on the play.
Well, Jay, our player of the game, and it went late into this thing, but it's got to be Atkinson.
He's been outstanding all night long, creating pressure, going into pass coverage. He's been all over the field. You see here, this was a game-changing play on this interception. Pick 6, right in the perfect spot for that interception, and the emotion, the leadership ability. And here, another huge sack to get off the field and force 4th down. Kessler Atkinson has been a star tonight.
Tonight's West Shore Home player of the game is Kessler Atkinson. Congratulations to him. West Shore Home, convert your old bathtub into a modern and spacious walk-in shower in just one day. Eight straight winning seasons for this Pinecrest program. And you see Farrer coming off. Jay, they're maybe up to 8 guys, at least maybe more, that have come off with cramping issues tonight.
It's had a huge effect on this ball game, and everybody's been able to come back into the game, but they've had to sit out a series or at least a couple plays You've got a tight ball game, and all these starters are going in and out of the lineup. That's huge.
Conan hands the football off to Seagraves. And Seagraves gets stopped there by Martez Smith.
How about Conan in this ball game coming in the second half? What he's been able to do to stabilize this offense.
Jay, that was actually the senior Omar Pemberton who carried the football. And that's his first carry of the night. They don't have any backs that are these breakaway guys, or they're just determined runners in this lineup for Pinecrest. And they wear you down, and I think we've seen that here in the second half.
There's a lot of depth at that position, and not only do they run well, but they block. Many times we'll see two-back sets where the lead man will be the fullback, really, and then on the next play, they'll get the ball. So very unselfish backfield, but they've held on to the football, and that's the most important thing right now, is just continue to move this clock, but hold on to the ball, gain possession, and ice this game down.
Bob Curtin, named the interim coach in June. And their AD, Jeff Hewitt, saying they'll head into the offseason and make a decision here. I don't have a vote that counts, but I'm going to go with Coach Curtin. What do you think?
He's one of the most impressive coaches we've talked to when we have our weekly meetings. He's just one of those guys that you want to play for. He commands respect, and he cares so much about his players.
Second down and 10. And a good run there by Seagraves. Gets it to the 49-yard line. So pick up of about 4. It'll be third down. I think at 3rd and 7, as they say, it was just a gain of 3. But Middle Creek takes the timeout, stops the clock with 2:50 to go. Bob Curtin, and I thought I didn't get a lot of sleep, Sonny. Bob Curtin says he only gets a few hours of sleep, but he'll wake up in the middle of the night and go to his football notebook. If he has, a dream and dreams up something, and he'll write it down.
So while you and I are snoring, he's out there coaching in the middle of the night.
Well, in a way he is, because they start practice at 6 in the morning. All right, Marilyn, more on the kind of curious sleeping habits of Coach Curtin.
Yeah, the sleeping habits are curious, but the background is nothing but impressive. He's a retired U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel. He's originally from Long Island, enlisted in the Army Rangers in 1986, assigned to the 75th Ranger Regiment. He then came down to Fort Bragg. He, in 2005, began leading and commanding the Special Missions Unit within the Joint Special Operations Command. So he's endured a lot with very little sleep over the course of his life. He just had his son graduate high school and go on to Carolina. He's a sophomore there. He said he really has enjoyed being the head coach since the middle of the summer because it helps him fill his time. And he said his wife was pretty relieved with him having something to do as well.
So a big stop there on third down by the Middle Creek D. They'll burn a timeout. 2:45 to go now. And that'll be the final Mustangs TO here. Patriots on fourth down. We'll see what they'll come up with. Coach Curtin. I mean, Army West Point, this is a great gentleman, real impressive guy. Jay, all right, would you have made the 6 a.m. practice?
I would have had to. I probably would have not been very good for the first hour, but I would have had to pour water on my head or something to wake up. But I guess at some point you get used to it. I don't know.
Well, I'm an early riser, so you don't ever really get used to it, but you kind of do in a way get used to it.
I think what you have to do is you have to have like some hitting drill at the start of practice to wake everybody up, and then you can get rolling from there. The good thing about that is that you have practice in the morning.
Yeah.
Most of these guys have weightlifting during the day.
Yeah.
So when school's out, you're done for the day.
Hit the books.
Yeah. You can hit the books, study up. But how about the job he's done tonight? Travis Scales, the defensive coordinator. On the offensive side, Dave Sundheim, what they've been able to do working together as a team has been very, very impressive.
Up 9, punt, a rainmaker that will bounce and roll back. Patriots will down it. That's going to go in the books. It's just a 12-yard punt. Had that bad 18-yard punt that went off the side of his foot early in the game. And now Middle Creek. No timeouts, Jay. They've got to go here. Still a lot of time with 2.5. They've got to score and then try to get an onside kick and recovery. Snap to Kearns. Kearns with pressure. Kearns will go down. And that is Scott. Jaden Scott with the sack.
Jaden Scott, defensive end, 6'1", 230. You'll see him fly here off the edge. This defensive line just taking over.
So they'll lose 11 on the sack there. Back to the 26. And another bad snap. And Kearns has to dive on the football again.
Well, this offense has to hold their composure together right now. I mean, they still got time. But Pinecrest is just riding this momentum wave, pinning their ears back, especially this defensive line knows it's going to be a pass, and they're getting pressure.
So they lost 7 more there. 3rd down and forever. Throw. And that time it was the nose tackle giving Chase Horton on Kearns. And he had to just sling it across the middle, incomplete. Horton moves really well for a big guy, doesn't he?
He's 6'2", 294. And he's a physical guy up front, too. Talked about him facing the double teams tonight. He's gotten into the backfield, but when you see him run, I mean, his speed is top-notch for an interior defensive lineman.
Kearns heaves near sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. Wanted Booker. And they will turn it over on downs. Gutsy effort by Booker tonight. Kearns let down a little bit by some bad snaps late. And this relentless pressure from the Patriots and those that made the hour-plus trip from Pinecrest. Celebrating in a big way. Tough night there. Hoskins on offense and on special teams was really excellent. So 1:23. Pinecrest going to take a knee, and they're going to move to 3-0 for the second time in 3 seasons.
You know, and this victory is big because they faced a really talented Middle Creek team, and they passed the test. But I'm even more impressed with the ability to fight through adversity. Pinecrest did not play their best ball game. Their offense wasn't rolling tonight, but they found a way to win. Their defense stepped up in huge moments. Their special teams played really well. So when your offense is just kind of doing enough, your other sides of the ball have to pick it up. And Coach Curtin has to be so pleased with how his team fought here tonight and made critical plays at the biggest moments.
Bob Curtin, 8 years an assistant at Pinecrest, helps in some other sports, just helps with the athletic department. His JV quarterback will take it. He's the wrestling coach. And his team displayed some real toughness tonight. And Jay, after every play, we noticed it there. They helped the opponent up. They've shook hands. They've not gotten to a lot of jawing. They have a lot of respect for this football game. Coach Jacobs, his group will fall to 1-2. A tough luck loser here at home tonight. But it was the Pinecrest defense that bailed an offense that was down to their 3rd quarterback out tonight. A couple of pick sixes and then a special teams miscue. All the scoring for Pinecrest, but in these special seasons, potentially, you just find ways to win games.
Yeah, that's what they did tonight. I mean, the offense, when you've got your starting quarterback out, someone else has to step up. The defense early on with Baptiste and then Atkinson with that final interception. 2 pick sixes were huge. They had pressure all night. Their running backs, I thought, were really good, especially in big moments. And they did enough on the offensive end. In Middle Creek tonight, you see the talent. You see the flashing of big plays. they've just got to put it all together.
Patriots with the victory. They're now 3-0. A word with the winning coach when we return. Our Honda dealers of the Carolinas Friday Night Rivals, presented by Talk It Out NC.
The biggest comedy stars.
Cheating can actually improve your relationship.
Improve your relationship with my foot.
Wall-to-wall laughs.
A 48-year-old owns at least 2,000 Barbie dolls, which take up 4 rooms.
It doesn't matter. Nobody's coming over.
It's the comedy game show.
Hooters is releasing its own line of alcohol.
Yeah, they come in big cans.
Funny you should ask.
For 31 years, Appletree has been locally owned and operated with 5-star facilities and an expert staff dedicated to caring for children ages 0 to 12. We strictly follow CDC guidelines and keep facilities clean with Zono sanitation stations. Our parents look forward to receiving daily pictures and updates of their children, which we provide in real time. We offer part-time and full-time care, as well as virtual learning for school-aged children. Appletree has 4 Southeast Raleigh 5-star locations. Space is limited. Call today.
Imagine being connected to and securing your entire home with a simple touch or command of your voice. Or detect an intruder before they get in. The technology connected to your home can do more than just alert you, because the most experienced team in smart security has got your back.
CPI Security. Identify yourself.
Get 40% off CPI's Essentials Plus Smart Security System and a Video Doorbell Pro free. CPI, the leader in smart home security.
I got the vaccine to protect myself.
Because COVID-19 is still spreading.
All the patients I take care of with COVID-19 have one thing in common.
They have not gotten their vaccine.
The vaccines were proven safe and effective in clinical trials with thousands of people.
That's why I tell my friends and family to get theirs.
I'll take feeling achy for a day or two over going to the hospital or dying any day.
Don't wait.
Go to myspot.nc.gov
to get your free COVID vaccine.
Sponsored by NCDHHS.
Pinecrest on the road. They get a victory tonight by 9. A couple of interceptions for scores. They played without their quarterback tonight. A lot of things could have gone against them, but the Patriots persevered, and they moved to 3-0. Maryland Payne is field side now with a happy bunch of Patriots and their coach, Bob Curtin.
A very happy bunch of Patriots. Bob Curtin yelling to his team, "Now we celebrate," before I could even get down here. Now, defense for you tonight, putting all of the points on the board that your team was able to score. Jaden Baptiste sets the tone. Kessler Atkinson follows his lead. What did you learn about your defensive unit tonight?
I mean, this is what they trained for all season. You know, one is going to pick it. Our defense tonight, they answered the call to duty, and I mean, just both back and forth. This was a heck of a game, heck of a team, Middle Creek. But if you know. Pinecrest, because these guys every day to take it to the next level. I mean, our defense is phenomenal, isn't it?
It looks like they have been tonight. You told me that this Patriots team feels like this season is their year. What did they prove with this victory tonight?
I mean, we walked onto the field with a little adversity. And we walked onto this field knowing that there were some things that we needed to pick up for our brothers on the left and our right. And they did an amazing job. And again, it's a testament to who we are as Pinecrest Patriots. It's a testament to our school. It's a testament to every one of these kids' parents and the things that they do to get them to prepare to come to a 5 o'clock practice every day. And this is the benefits that we're reaping right now. And I do believe in my heart that this is a special group of guys who want to do a special thing. And I'm just really proud of them. I know all our coaches, our community. I think these boys are proud of themselves more than anything else. I really do.
Well, we see the discipline right now. Guys, thanks for staying quiet while I talk to your coach. Hand this on back to him. Let's see the celebration.
Friday Night Rivals trophy presentation, and our winner, Pinecrest, a 16-7 victory tonight. When he said practice at 5, that's 5 a.m., folks, not 5 p.m. that they're holding practice at Pinecrest. Well, all of us would like to take a moment to thank the wonderful folks at Honda Dealers of the Carolinas. Talk It Out NC, the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, and Riddle and Brantley, who make these games possible for viewers at home. We'd also like to thank our great supporters for their contributions to our Friday Night Rivals telecast. Wake Tech, Hall Insurance, CPI Security, West Shore Homes, United States Marines, Open Door, and United Rentals. And we'd especially like to thank tonight's participating high schools and their administrators for their support. Pinecrest High School and our host, Middle Creek High. Our next Friday Night Rivals broadcast will come your way next week. The Broughton Capitals taking on the Millbrook Wildcats. Now speaking for Jay Sonhalter and Marilyn Payne, both headed to Week 1 college football assignments. Good luck, guys. I'm Patrick Johnson. For our entire crew, thanks for watching. So long from Apex.